We are live for yet another session. How are you today? Oh my. This is Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. And what a crazy morning we have going on here. This is really something. We have got some stuff happening in the markets that um, that I can't recall. I can't quite recall this kind of craziness so far, but I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Oh my god! Some of you are going to make some money today. You're going to make some good money today. I'm excited for you. Yeah, geez, what the hell's happening? I've been watching this pre market now for a couple hours, as I am apt to do, and we're looking at the futures turning positive rather nicely all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden, we have got green showing up. Nothing like stratospheric, but we're up 58 points on the Dow, 11 on S&P, 69 on Nasdaq. All three markets are rising right now. How much more they're going to rise going into the open, I don't know, but there's a definite positivity wave coming into the markets. All right, that's one. Two, crude oil. Are we having fun with crude oil? And have I got stuff to talk to you about on crude oil? We're down 786 a barrel again. We're now at 95.14 at the moment, but we were at $92 15 minutes ago. We have gone from yesterday 101 down to here. Day before yesterday, Friday, we were 110 to 101. Day before that, we were 120 25 down to 101. What is going on? We are moving Brent prices from the $130, $140 barrel range a week ago, where they were talking about $200 oil, and now we're trading at 95 on West Texas and 98 on Brent, and it is falling. Here's other news for you. Just heard that apparently Russian oil, there was a tanker of Russian oil, couldn't go anywhere because of sanctions. So what the Russians did was they sort of sold the oil on that ship under the table to a group of entrepreneurs, international seagoing entrepreneurs, some kind of a cash deal. And that oil landed in India. Has landed in India. India has it somehow. It was sold to a group of entrepreneurs there. $30 a barrel under the world price is what the deal is. That's what's happening now. Oil from Russia is now on the black market, and it is trading for upwards of $30 a barrel under the world price. So right now, you want to buy some oil from Russia, you can pick up oil at $65 a barrel. And why can you buy it at $65 a barrel? Why would Russia want to sell at $65 a barrel? Simple. One, you're paying cash. You're paying in euros. You're paying in dollars, Swiss francs, London pound sterling. You're paying in cash. Number two, they need the cash. They need the cash badly. They are in real need, and they can't get cash into the country easily through official. Whether Russia bombs maternity wards or whether Russia bombs apartment blocks in Kiev, they couldn't care less. They're here to make a buck, and if they can scoop oil at $30 a barrel or less from the world market price and sell it for $1 a barrel more, $2 a barrel more, $5 a barrel more, take a cut of the game. There are all kinds of entrepreneurs out there who are willing to do it, and they are from every country in the world. They're from all over the place, and some are deemed allies. Yeah, right. That is what's going on. So that is putting pressure on oil prices, because the reality is 7 million barrels a day of possible production of Russian oil is available to the black market. And there are countries all over the place that could use cheap oil, because they are not first world countries. They are third world countries. And if you are a dictator or a quasi-dictator of a country that is not a first world country, and you can get your hands on crude at $20, $30, $40 a barrel less than the world price, turn around, sell it to your own citizens at $8 a gallon world price, you make the $30, $40 a barrel in your little dictatorship thing. It's good. It's great being a dictator and having the coffers of a country to use to enrich yourselves and your relatives and your best friends and your buddies in the military. Is it any surprise to any of you out there why there are all these coups happening in Africa lately? Why Myanmar can't get on with a democracy? You have an army in Myanmar that is so powerful and is so entrenched in business. These guys are the businessmen of Myanmar. The good news for the businessmen of Myanmar is that they happen to have an army to take care of business on behalf of business. Rather than rely on the courts or rely on police services, they have the army. And so they are all dressed in army fatigues all the time to do business in Myanmar. And the public in Myanmar, upset as they are, can't get rid of these guys because you can't rat them out to the police. You can't rat them out to the courts. You don't have control of the media. It's a coup. This is how the game is played. It's really simple. China calls it the Communist Party. It's the same deal. You own the army, you own the secret police, you own the media, you own the courts. Sound familiar, Russia? It's exactly identically the same thing. Once you control the entire hierarchy of control, the public is powerless because they don't have the bullets. They don't have the guys with the bullets. They don't have the equipment for the bullets. And they don't have the dough to mount a challenge to these guys. And so the strong men of these countries control the entire game. And these guys are very active in acquiring on sale crude from the Russians, who are desperate sellers right now for hard earned currency. It's a wonderful system. By the by, a little tidbit for you just to kind of give you that warm and fuzzy feeling out there about what a wonderful place this is, what a great world in which we live. The hedge funds of the world, not every hedge fund, but a good number of hedge funds out there. And these are internationally based. These are not Americans. These aren't Canadians. These aren't Brits. We're talking about hedge funds globally that attract cash from global investors, from legitimate multi-millionaire and billionaires that report all their activities and pay their taxes and wherever they're from, to very legitimate millionaires and billionaires who don't have to pay much in taxes because they're living in Monte Carlo, Monaco, or they're living in Switzerland, or they're living in the Cayman Islands, or whatever. And then there are the untraceable dollars that hedge funds are handling. The untraceable dollars from, like, the generals in Myanmar, the generals out of China, the colonels out of Russia, the oligarch buddies and all that. We're talking about trillions of dollars in the hands of people who actually, this isn't their money. It is country money that they've got, but they control the country because they're controlling the army, and they control the Air Force, and they control the police, and they control the secret police, and they control the courts, and they control the jails. And you want a job in this country, in the government, in the customs department, you want a job at the airport as a customs officer? You got to know somebody, man. You've got to know someone who you are bribing, who then is passing on a bribe so that you get your job, or your nephew gets that job over there. These guys, all right, these guys at the top end are the investors also in hedge funds. All right, it's a dirty, dirty world. And these hedge funds, a ton of them with billions of dollars, figured out about 3-4 months ago, and in the last few weeks, they figured out, hey, the Russians might actually invade Ukraine. And with all the news coming out of the United States, the Pentagon releasing satellite footage of Russian military equipment on the border of Ukraine. For months, this information was being made public to all to see, with 150,000 troops amassed all along the Belarus-Ukraine border doing military exercises. Gee, do you think that they might be coming into Ukraine? You know what that could mean, they would think? These hedge funds are going, that might make oil prices go up. Or, more importantly, not that it would make oil prices go up, it would set up a situation where we could make oil prices go up. We, the hedge fund gamblers, could make oil prices go up on the hype of an invasion into Ukraine. And lo and behold, about a month ago, what did you notice at the pump? Your prices started to go up because oil went from the 80s to the 90s towards the 100, a little bit back, and then through 100, and it kept going. And what we've had happen here is in the derivatives market in London, England, which is unregulated, no reporting required, no disclosure required as to who are you investing in these derivatives and where does the money come from. Have you noticed, for example, that if you're an American and you're driving along the highway somewhere in the USA, that you see stories all the time of people getting pulled over for a broken taillight, for example, or someone has an air freshener hanging off a mirror. The trooper pulls you over, and then they ask all these interesting questions about where are you going, where are you from, what do you do, da 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 da, and then they do a search of your car because they smell marijuana, and they find that you're traveling with $1,000 in cash or 2,000 in cash, or you were going to go buy a used car at the town over there for $5,000. They confiscate the money because it's considered drug money. You have to prove that you're innocent. You haven't even done a crime. How many hundreds of thousands of Americans have been fleeced by police departments across the United States with the blessing of the U.S. federal government under these DEA and all this other crap laws out there to seize cash from Americans? Because, well, if you've got $1,000 in cash, you must be a criminal because no law-abiding citizen would have money on them. Here in London, England, you can show up with billions of dollars in capital and no one asks a single question. Now, remember, the UK is not happy with Russia right now, and they're helping supply the Ukrainians with weapons. But nonetheless, the derivatives market continues on because the financial center of the world, or one of them, London, wants to own the derivatives market. And in the derivatives market, you can make a bet on anything you want. And so think about this. On a typical day, you have 100 million barrels of oil changing hands from one party to another all the time. This is the normal usage of oil on our planet. We're burning this stuff up and polluting our skies, 100 million barrels a day. You want to control the futures market? You want to affect the futures market of crude? You don't need to buy up 100 million barrels of crude and run the market with 100 million. You don't have to make those kinds of wagers. You can make wagers where you can buy derivatives that bankers will create for you that can control 100 million barrels or 10 million barrels or a million barrels anytime you want. And so if you've got 10 or 20 or 30 different hedge funds all thinking we're going to go higher in price because of what's happening in the UK, in Ukraine, and we're going to hype up the problems in Ukraine, we're going to hire all kinds of hacks to write up stories about how cold the winter is going to be this year and how heating costs are going to go much higher and how the West is going to be in real trouble with the recovering economy after COVID. Oh, there's just not going to be enough oil to go around. We have supply chain problems with refineries, yada, 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 yada. You hire these hacks to spread that crap around. And in the meantime, you're buying up derivative contracts, getting them created to leverage up the oil trade. You are in effect putting billions of dollars into the oil trading market. That is far more money than the oil market needs to have a normal trading cycle going on between buyers and sellers, speculators. In other words, you have whales coming in to gamble on crude, where whales can dominate the crude market for a while. And if you've got the right background story to hype up, you can make this thing go higher. And higher crude begats higher crude. More panic buying begats more panic buying. And so you have everyone jumping in on the trade, as it were. And what did we see happen in 2 weeks' time? Crude went from the 90s to 110 to 120 to 130, and we almost touched $140 a barrel on the Brent market. And what were the so-called experts on all the TV networks saying, all the oil forecasters saying? Oh, we could go to 160 to $200 a barrel. No problem whatsoever. It's a complete lack of product. Demand is way out. And with Russia off the market, that's 7 million barrels a day the world can't live without. This crude is going to go nuts. These guys are all paid shills to do what they're doing. Some are legitimately independent players who are hoodwinked by the entire game going on in the unregulated market in Europe, where you don't have to give up in London your identity as to whose money you're playing with. The money you're playing with is from the country of Myanmar, or the country of Sudan, or the country of, you name the latest coup country that has shown up in the last 3 years. And you just add up the billions and billions of dollars of the innocents who've been captured by militaries in their own countries now. And these dollars are now handled by the generals, the colonels, and all of their advisors. And there are advisors always available for rent to help you manage your trillions of dollars. And these guys have over invested into the oil market, and they ran it up. And there was no resistance, because once you broke the $95 a barrel level and hit 100, there were no sellers left. And so they ran up to 140 a barrel. And wouldn't you know it, the Russians did invade Ukraine. I mean, how convenient is that? And they did start bombing maternity wards and hospitals and apartment buildings and nuclear power plants and other stuff. And now the talk is there might be chemical weapons, and there might be a nuclear thing. And now there's talk about NATO getting involved. So you hype it, hype it, hype it, hype it. Up goes the oil market, baby. Up goes the gold market, baby. Up goes silver. Up goes nickel. Nickel hasn't traded on the London Stock Exchange in 5 days. Nickel is halted because there are no sellers of nickel. It is out of control. Wheat at all-time highs per barrel. Soybeans, commodities, everything. Tesla's raising prices of cars every 2 weeks. Inflation out of control everywhere. Welcome to the manipulated market of futures trading. And if you bring in billions of dollars of money from all over the world that is, in effect, illegal cash has been illegally seized or is being used for personal purposes of government money, you're going to affect these markets. This is what's going to happen. And without having any regulations as to where did this money come from, there are no state troopers in London pulling over a hedge fund for a broken taillight to then confiscate $5,000 out of the pockets of the drivers and passengers of a car because they can't explain where this $20 bill came from. Or why is it that these $10 bills you have or $100 bills have cocaine residue on them? That clearly means you're a drug dealer somehow, some way. We're going to confiscate your money and put it into trust, and you find a way to get it back, okay? Oh, in the meantime, the officer who arrested this money, didn't arrest you, they arrested your money, gets a bonus. A percentage of the cash is added to the salary of the state trooper that scores this money off of you guys. And so you don't have guys like this in London. And that's where the money is. There's trillions of dollars are available to be seized and confiscated, but it's not happening. And sure, they're talking about the oligarch thing and restrictions on Russian billionaires and stuff. The tip of the iceberg. Because do you actually think that an oligarch is stupid enough to hold all his cash in one location, in one currency, with one bank? I mean, come on. I mean, really? No. These are multi-billionaire people who have advisors saying to them, well, to get around these rules and these rules, you better have 100 different banks. You better have 100 different countries you keep your product in. You better have safety deposit boxes all over the place with cash, gold bars, and other things. And you better have a whole bunch of corporations and subcorporations and partnerships all over the place with legitimate entities. It's called laundering money, and it's done professionally by everyone who has it. And there is no way governments can seize this stuff. And that is why, while I sit here and talk to you about what a wonderful day we're going to have today, our friends in Russia are flogging their crude under the table through the black market, through other individuals, middlemen, who are more than happy to take a slice of the action, and middlemen on behalf of legitimate buyers. Legitimate refineries are also buying on behalf of refineries to purchase the product and cleanse it and then bring it to the refinery and keep the gas flowing. There is no shortage of crude anywhere. There are no lineups for gasoline pumps in any third world countries. In the middle of Ethiopia, you can buy gas all you want for your Land Rover. You want to take customers out into the Serengeti to go and watch a wildebeest run through the river and crocs waiting to eat them? There is fuel for your Land Rover out there in the middle of nowhere. No problem whatsoever. There is no shortage of crude. This $96 price, $95 price, this is a joke. We're talking about crude that should be $40 a barrel, which is $10 more than the cost of getting it out of the ground. That's all it's worth. Everything else is marked up. And there are winners who are enjoying it. Most of these guys that are really, really rich, you see them in North Korea on television, and you see them in China, and you see them from Myanmar, and you see them from third world countries around the world. Have you ever noticed that the generals and the colonels and all these morons, these army guys, they have medals across their chests that must weigh 40 pounds? I mean, medals like you never can imagine. I mean, you got to wonder, these guys must have been in war after war after war with all the decorations they've got. How the heck did they get all these medals, all these on their chests? It's laughable. And I find it amazing that a country like North Korea, starving, people are starving in North Korea. I mean, starving. And these generals are all, they all look the same. They all have the same haircut. And they all have medals on their chests. Like, oh, wow. What war have these guys been in the last 15, 20 years? I don't know. These guys are 50-something. They weren't even born when the North Korean war, the war was going on in Korea. They weren't even born. So where are these medals? Are they from their grandparents or something? What's going on? Yeah, these guys are the ones making the bucks, baby. They're making the big money. And they're keeping those citizens in line. So there won't be any demonstrations about opposition to the leadership of the country because we're here to protect you. We're here to protect you as our country and keep our country sovereign and safe by investing in ICBM weaponry and other ballistic missiles. That's what we're going to do. Yes, it's a wonderful world in which we live. It all depends on just kind of who you're born to, I suppose. Here we are trying to make a buck. Nothing personal. It's just business. Don't be thinking that this is a slight against America or a slight against Europe. We're just trying to get around the tough times that we're in. We're trying to make a living here like anybody else. And for some people, they can make money selling lemonade on lemonade stands, and other people can make money buying a ship or a truck with 10,000 gallons of crude oil that just is coming over here from somewhere in Russia, going to somewhere else. And this truck of fuel is available for a cash buy. And you can hire that driver and the truck to drive it to where you need it to go. And that's how we do business. It's just business. It's nothing personal. I love you. I love you and your family and your friends. You're great. And I don't care what religion you follow. It doesn't matter. Whatever God you believe in is fine with me. I believe in the power of the cash right now. I need cash. I need to buy more weaponry for my little thing over here. Okay, if you don't mind. So just, let's just take care of business. And then you move on with your barbecue and I'll move on with mine. It's all fine. It's all good. You like soccer. I like NFL. You like basketball, I like NHL. It's all good. You like Broadway shows, I like movies. It's all fine. We're just here to do business, and then we move on with our lives. And how you spend your money and what you do with it is up to you. And you want to support your side with money to defeat the enemy. I want to support my side with money to defeat the enemy. That's third party stuff. It's nothing again, it's nothing personal. It's just business. And you hold your enemies closer than your friends. And that's how you conduct the business of the world. And here we are, 96 bucks a barrel, down to 92, up to 140. You tell me where oil's going to be in the next 30 minutes. I don't know. The Dow's up 128. We got S&P up 20. We got NASDAQ up 103. I heard another little ditty today. I read today that stock buybacks are at record highs, that it is expected that this year, just corporate America is going to spend over $1 trillion, might be as high as $1.2 trillion buying back its own stock. Stock buybacks are rocking and rolling. $100 billion a month is going into the stock market from corporate America to boost and hold their share prices. They're not upset and they're not worried if you don't want to hold IBM much longer. You don't want to hang on to that Apple. You don't want to hang on to Oracle. You don't want to hang on to GE. You don't want to hang on to PepsiCo. It's okay. It's all right. There's always a buyer for your stock. Who is the buyer? Corporate America is the buyer, because it's simple. If I'm the CEO of a publicly traded company and I own 100,000 shares of stock in this public company, and I have options for 200,000 shares more for this year and 200,000 for next year, and so, and all of that combined, if I end up with 600,000 shares of this company, and that ends up to be 1/4% of the entire organization, I know deep down inside, at age 55, age 60, I've reached this pinnacle of corporate success. I know deep, deep down inside that no matter how hard I work and how long I live and I keep giving to this company, I will never, ever own 1% of this corporation. Ever. Because I will die of old age before I can get any kind of traction on all the stock I've ever acquired in this company. And so I, as a employee of the company, happen to be given some stock options, but I will never own the company with votes. I'll never control it with votes. The people who control this company are shareholders of this company, who are pension funds and hedge funds and other ETF type investment machines. These are the ones with the trillions of dollars under administration. Collectively, they own most of the votes of this company. I will never have it. I run it. Yep, I answer to the board of directors. Yeah, but I'll never be the owner of this company. And so my objective in life is to do as good a job as I can to run this organization with all of my team here and make it as profitable as possible, and encourage the board of directors to do stock buybacks with a percentage of the money that this company makes. Because for me personally and all of my employees, the team all around me, we all have millions of shares that we can get our hands on. And all the investors out there, we know that if we can make the shares go higher from performance, and on top of everything else, when there's a sell-off coming in the overall market, we have corporate cash to buy up 5% of all the stock that is out there every 12 months. I'm going to encourage the board of directors to do just that, because they all too also have stock options for the company. And the board of directors combined, all 20 of them, if there's that many of them, they don't have 1.5% of the darn company either. We're all just employees and stewards of this large public machine that just keeps making money and money and money. We have our We have our lobbyists over here that are in Washington and in all state capitals where we do business to keep everybody in line there. We are all part of all kinds of organizations, national boards and foundations to make sure that our business is deemed essential under the rules of our countries. We bribe all kinds of people to keep everything in check. But the bottom line is we've got to keep the stock going higher, because that is where I, the CEO, make my legacy for me and my family. So if I can buy stock at $60 a share from the treasury, and I can sell this stuff at $100 a share in the open market, I have a $40 gain. I give 25% of that to the government. I keep $30 a share for my take. And I'm going to flog 100,000 shares a year. $3 million a year coming to me. And I'm here for 5 more years, and then I'm retired out. So I've got $15 million paydays coming, hopefully, over this next 5 years. And we're mortgage free with a $2 million house and a cottage or a condo in Palm Desert where Bruce hangs out every once in a while. We're all good. And my wife and I can travel the world and then pass on to our children some wealth. It's just business. It's nothing personal. We're going to keep buying the stock on the open market to take care of shareholders, of which I am one. But I am not the one, because I'm not Henry Ford and never will be. This is the game that's going on in corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate everywhere else, using money from other people's money to make more money. And yeah, the CEO makes other people rich too. Absolutely. The stock holds its value, goes higher. The CEO has done the job the CEO was hired to do: make the company profitable and make those shares go higher. There you go. $1.2 trillion of cash is coming into the market at the rate of about 100 billion a month. There are 20 trading days in a typical month, usually speaking, with weekends and so on. That means it's $5 billion a day coming into the market to buy stock by corporations. Now, SoFi isn't one of them. You ask me all the time, Bruce, why isn't SoFi buying its own stock back? Because they don't make 100 million a year in profit. They don't make $1 billion a year in profit. They don't make 10 billion a year in profit. They don't make any money in profit. They're brand new. They're a brand new company. Brand new companies don't make money yet, but you buy stock in brand new companies that will become profitable and will do this going down the road. And eventually the market goes, oh, look at that SoFi. I got to buy this stuff. They're about to become profitable. That changes everything, including stock buybacks. That's where the stock trades ahead of itself. Right now, the stock's trading behind itself, but eventually it'll trade ahead of itself, and then we'll benefit from that. That is true of all stocks out there if they're on the right track to profitability. I heard that today. And then I heard something else today. Whoa, another mind blower, a never ending story of mind blowing stories. AMC, the movie theater chain. Congratulations to the guys at AMC, the movie theater chain. They have made a move that has added over $70 million to the value, the book value of their company in one move, one swell, how do you ever pronounce it? I'm so excited I can't even say it. They've made a move that has added over $70 million in value. It might even now be $80 million in value to their company in one shot. What did they do? AMC Movie Theaters has teamed up with a guy named Eric Sprott, who is known as a serious investor in mining operations, and AMC bought into a company called Hycroft Mining. Hycroft Mining Holding Corporation, symbol HYMC on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange. The folks at AMC bought 22% control of a gold mining company out of Nevada. They picked up 23.4 million shares at a price of $1.19 a share, which includes warrants to buy another 23.4 million shares at $1.07 a piece for 5 years. These guys at AMC will eventually have their hands on 47 million shares of Hycroft at an average price of about $1.12 a share. The stock surged this morning in the pre-market, $1.32 up to $2.71 a share. Hycroft Mining is now $2.71, $2.72 a share. And AMC owns 47 million of them, or has access to 47 million of those shares at $1. Let's just call it $1.10. It's easy math. They're up $1.60 a share on 40 plus million shares. This is a huge win. This is a huge win. Eric Sprott bought just as much of this thing as AMC did. Now, AMC came out with a news release saying, we know this is kind of unusual for a theater chain to buy into a gold mining company. I mean, this is not something you read about every day. How about never? The fact that AMC is $5 billion in the hole with their bankers, they do have a couple of $billion cash lying around. This is that meme money they brought in, just like GameStop brought in meme money last year. So AMC is using a sliver of their meme money. They got $1 billion or $2 billion lying around, putting it into this gold deal. And they're funding this little gold company along with Eric Sprott to the point of this company can go into gold production now. They can go into production. And at 1,900 an ounce, 2,000 an ounce nowadays, gold is kind of looking like a pretty good investment all of a sudden. I mean, holy moly macaroni. Talk about changing angles a little bit, but they're saying we're just trying to get a return for our shareholders. That's what we're here for. Because again, they don't own the company. The guys who run AMC don't even own 5% of AMC. AMC is owned by the institutional investors. That's who owns AMC. And what do the institutional investors want? A return on their money. They want to make money with money. They don't care if AMC opens up 15 new theaters in Chicago or AMC buys into a gold mine in Nevada. They don't care. They just want the stock to go up. What did you do while you were running the company that made the stock go up? Oh, well, we invested in this gold mine in Nevada, and we instantly doubled our money. As soon as we put our dough in it, we got another guy to put a bunch of dough in it. The thing doubled right there on the spot. And gold is a $1,900, $2,000 an ounce. We're taking this company to a production point. We have 15 million ounces of gold, proven gold reserves in this thing. We've just turned this thing into a winner. That's what we've done. Well, that's great. That the institutions go, well, that's exactly what we want you to do. That's why we hired you. Because you have stock options. You guys have, all you executives have stock options. We've all given you that. So the stock goes up, you're happy. Stock goes up, all the AMC investors are happy. How can we be upset? The only upset people are those who don't get paid back. Now, the bankers would be upset if they don't get paid back. As long as the bankers get their interest and get their principal payments, the bankers are going, we're happy. Look, you've made $70 million and overnight, you've added $70 million in value to this company by just making this investment. Way to go. I mean, do 10 more of those deals and you've got another $700 million of added assets under control. That makes our $5 billion debt look even more comfortable. Go, just make money. Nothing personal. Just make money. What a world in which we live. Following AMC into the gold mining business. Of course, we could say that GameStop got into the crypto business. What does GameStop have to do with the crypto business? Nothing. What did GameStop have 2 years ago? 5,500 retail stores around the world that were all 600 to 1,000 square feet in size, selling video games and used video games. Now, GameStop is in the e-commerce business. They're in the crypto business. They're in the NFT business. And they're doing a big chunk of their business in the e-commerce sales. I mean, a completely different corporation. Well, AMC, similar thing. We used to just be a movie chain. Well, now we have a division over here. We're going into this. They might do more of this kind of stuff. You may find that AMC gets into 5 other different companies in all kinds of businesses as they diversify their holdings up. They got cash, tons of cash from investors, and they have to do something with it rather than just pay bankers back and sell movie tickets. Weird world in which we live. I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep on top of what's happening out there every minute of every day. It's not easy. We're up 144 on the Dow now. That's 0.44%. We're up 23 points on S&P. That's 0.56%. And we're up 100 points on NASDAQ, 0.78 of 1 percentage point. The three markets are moving higher. Crude is still down $7 a barrel to 95.96, as low as 192 this morning. We may go lower yet. Russia is selling oil at rumored prices $30 a barrel under the world price, black market sales. Are you surprised at that? I'm not surprised at that. Russians are experts at black market business. I mean, come on. You ever seen a Bond movie? I mean, come on. So, yeah, the Russians are bringing cash in to pay the bills because Putin has all kinds of expenses. He's got a whole bunch of generals and colonels to look after and bribe in the army to keep those guys loyal. He has a whole bunch of guys in the secret police he's got to pay off, a whole bunch of guys that in the courts to pay off, a whole bunch of prison operators. He has a whole bunch of, KGB guys to pay off. After all, that's where he's from. He's got a whole bunch of guys to keep those guys in line. He needs cash flow, baby. Cash flow. That's the secret to any mob organization is cash flow. And this guy needs cash flow like you can't believe because he just upped the budget of his military by an exponential force that is, he had no clue that he would run into a buzzsaw like he's running into in Ukraine. This guy was shocked that Zelensky didn't leave town. He couldn't believe that the politicians would pick up rifles rather than plane tickets to get the hell out of Ukraine. He couldn't believe that Ukraine's citizens are coming into the country to join the army and throw Molotov cocktails at tanks. He thought he could just use a bunch of conscript soldiers, the soldiers that he's paying $100 a month to drive a tank around on a tank range and fire bullets off. He thought he could use these losers as his invading army into Ukraine as the unstoppable force of all time. And he's noticing they're getting their butts kicked by these handheld javelin missiles and other little drones that Turkey is sending over, and all the munitions that the Ukrainians could possibly want from Poland, from Lithuania, France, Italy, the United States, Germany. Even Germany is now upping their military budget to send it to Ukraine. This guy, Putin, is going, what the hell is going on with these guys? I thought these Europeans were totally disorganized. I figured Trump had screwed them over so beautifully that NATO was a shadow of its former self. Figured that Trump, his buddy, had totally demoralized the Europeans from getting together, and he figured he'd have a cakewalk into Ukraine like he did when he went into Crimea. Because that happened, 10 years ago? He took Crimea without even barely firing a shot, and then he just started moving further into Ukraine, mile after mile after mile, until he invaded the country on a mass invasion, and now he made everybody angry. And all of a sudden, he's got himself a big problem. And this problem of domestic disobedience is going to fester and is going to become a nightmare problem because there are going to be 250 million Russians. 200 million of them are going to be really pissed off. Why? Because they're not in on the bribes. They're not getting paid under the table to do their jobs. 50 million are, but 200 million aren't. And eventually the tide will turn where 200 million will go, we're not following your rules anymore. We're not afraid of your rule because it is so bad around here. How much worse can it get? It can't get any worse than it is now. And regime change is inevitable. So Mr. Putin has got problems. He needs cash and he's got to move oil at whatever price he can get. The oil market has figured out, hey, we're sloshing in oil everywhere. And now we have $30 a barrel discounts for 7 million barrels a day available if only we could get our hands on it. That's how much cheap oil is available right now under the world price. You've got confidence in $96 oil? You're an idiot. You're out of your mind. There is no validity to the $96 price whatsoever. There was none at 140, none at 130, none at 120, and there ain't any at 96. We're going lower on oil, and that means lower on other commodities. Good news, inflation is coming down quickly. It's going to come down quickly. The war in Ukraine will be bad. It will be awful. There will be more involvement. All that is not changing whatsoever. But the so-called shortage of crude to an Indiana-based gas station, you can forget about that. You want to travel in America this year by RV, all the fuel you want is available to you. You'll be ripped off. Yeah, you'll be paying 20, 30 cents a gallon more than you should be, but you won't be paying $8 a gallon. You'll be back to 4, 3, 250, 325. It'll normalize because crude is on sale, 7 million barrels a day at $30 off the official price. How much would you like? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Making Dough. Welcome to Uncle Bruce's rant. First thing in the morning. Oh my God. And this is just a couple hours. I mean, I've only been up a few hours. That's what's going on in my world. Oh my gosh, what's happening in yours? Crazy markets. What is going to happen with our stocks is what you want to know. And I think we're going higher. I think we're going to have stocks have an interesting couple of weeks coming up. We could well have quite a recovery in the markets here as we get over this shock and awe of Ukraine. There'll be hiccups. Oh yeah, it's not smooth sailing. There'll be hiccups. But investment-wise, I think we're going green all over the place. Way too much money on the sidelines. I read also this morning, way over $1 trillion of cash has been taken out of the markets since the Ukraine thing started. That cash is looking to go back into the markets. Then there's the $1 trillion or $100 billion a month coming in from corporate America into the markets. Then there's the I can't buy the treasury yield of 2%. Why would I buy it when I can buy stocks that are off 30%, 40%, 60%? I'll buy these bargoons. And even if they come back half, I'll make 25, 30, 40, 50% money return on my money. This is a way better move for me. So look at Rocket Lab. We're up 7 cents. Look at SoFi. We're up 8 cents. GameStop up 389, AMC with gold mining now up 57 cents, Matterport is up 8 cents, 23andMe is up a penny, Spire's up 2 cents, still waiting on ATIP, SmartRent, and Cyxtera to open up. We're up 76 on Apple, we're up $4 on Goldman to 329, we're up 24 on Cisco, Tesla's up 895, ARC is up 61 cents to 52.90. That is a bargain down there. Microsoft 326 higher. Even Bed Bath & Beyond is up 28 cents to 19.50 a share. The whole marketplace is improving dramatically because all of a sudden it is apparent just how much cash is desperately seeking to find a place to go. And the market has all of a sudden become a place you want to go to. Yeah, interest rates are going up a quarter point tomorrow. We don't care. We know that. That's going to be every month for the next 9 months. We don't care. It doesn't matter. Interest rates to 2%. Whoop-de-freaking-do. 2% interest rates. Are you folks out there paying 2% on any of your debt? Has your credit card come to you and said, "Oh, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. We know we've been soaking you 18.5% to 24% interest for the last 50 years on your credit card. We're coming to you with a 2.9% offer for the next 5 years, guaranteed on all your credit card spending." Have you had that deal? I haven't had that deal. I've never heard of that kind of a deal. That deal ain't coming. So if prime interest rates are going to go to 2 to 3 to 4%, are any of you guys worried about paying that kind of money for money? That's probably a discount to what you're paying now. Good news. Other things to remember, of course, if you have to pay 4.5% interest on a personal loan 2 years from now, and inflation is 8%, you are stealing money from the banker because the banker is losing money. They're getting 4% on money that's depreciating at 8%. They are losing. That is how much cash is available to be borrowed and to be used by the world at large in the Western world. So, yeah, the market has already figured out this interest rate thing isn't going to be a big deal. And if oil is going to collapse and commodity prices are going to collapse because they're all hyped up by hedge funds, oh, inflation pressures are just going to collapse because at the end of the day, cash is king. Ask Russia whether or not cash is king or not. They'll tell you. Oh, I got a truck of unleaded gas over here. You want a truckload of unleaded fuel? I got a deal. It's 10,000 gallons. It's trade. The gas station over here is selling it for 5.50 a gallon. Would you like to buy the entire truck for 2.50 cash? You got 2.50 a gallon? Just give me cash for the whole truck. It's all yours. You got a place to store it? Because I got to use the truck for the next shipment. Okay, I got fuel here on sale, but I got to move it, baby. Let's go. Cash on the barrelhead. Let's go. Yeah, there's fuel available at a discount. Soon there'll be wheat available at a discount. Don't think that there's going to be a world food shortage all of a sudden either. That's not going to happen. We're going to need years of no production out of Ukraine for that to happen, not weeks of production. Okay. By the way, you don't harvest wheat in March. Just those of you who aren't sure of the agricultural business, yeah, you don't harvest in March. You don't plant in March either. By the way, you don't plant in March. So we'll see what happens here. Oh my goodness, what a day we're gonna have today. I'm saying to you kids out there, if you're gonna write stock options, you want to sell into strength. So let your markets open up. Let them start trading. Let them do their little thing. The Dow now is up 192. S&P is up 30. The Nasdaq's up 130 points. It's going higher. It's coming on. Let the markets open with a nice little bang. And if GameStop wants to go to $85 a share or $88 a share, well, then you're going to write 85s or 88s or $90 contracts for this Friday. Or for next Friday, you'll write $90 to $95 contracts. Or for the Friday after that, you'll write 90, 95s or $100 contracts. Or the Friday after that, you're going to look for premium out of the money and you're going to take it. And you're going to say to the option gambler, thank you, SAP, for the money. Because you're going to grab this cash out of the money contracts, sit on it in your account, and you're going to fold your arms and say, hell, every day that goes by, these contracts are going to shrink in time and they're going to shrink in value. And you will decide when it is unbearable, you've made so much money on it, you're going to have to buy those calls back at a cheap, cheap price. That is what's going to happen. Same thing here with Apple. The talk is that, yeah, there's production delays in China, but it is not catastrophic. Don't believe it. China is at the beginning of a nightmare. They are at the beginning of an Omicron nightmare, and they're going to now get their comeuppance because when you put 20 million people into a city and cube them up into 45, 50-story condo buildings, you can't help but spread Omicron dramatically across the board. And China, they're talking the talk. Oh, it's just a 1 week shutdown of a 20 million person city. Think again. It ain't going to happen. It's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's going to be region after region after region. Power plants, factories, distribution centers, ports. The disruptions will last all this spring, all this summer, all this fall in China. They're about to get that crap kicked out of them from Corona, the Omicron virus. It is going to be scary stuff. And so Apple is going to have issues with deliveries. They're going to have issues. They're not saying yet, but they will. They will soon tell us, the second quarter, we might be, instead of making 28% on our money, we might make 23. Just a thought, just that little inkling of a slowdown. This stock is going down to 140, 145 a share very quickly, very possibly. Not guaranteeing it, but I can't see it not happening. Goldman up $4. I'm happy to see it back to 329. I really think that Goldman is on its way to 340. Keep an eye on writing contracts on Goldman. Make sure they're out of the money. Cisco up 16 cents. Look at writing 55s and 60s, or 55s and 56s for this week, next week. We got Microsoft up $3 now to 279, 280. Look to write 282s to 285s for this week, perhaps 290s next week. Just keep an eye on those markets. There's some opportunities to write contracts into strength. Let the market open with a bang. Let's see what it gives us. We'll figure it out. Up 173 on the Dow, 27 S&P, 122 Nasdaq. Oil off $7 to 95.79. Welcome to the rant with your buddy Uncle Bruce. We're 6 minutes away from opening for the trading day. We have a lot to watch, a lot to follow. This should be most entertaining. AMC at 1408, up 52 cents. GameStop, $82, up 389. GameStop pre-market volume, 75,000 shares. It's a nothing burger, but it's good to see it up almost $4 a share. That's fine. Pre-market volume on AMC, 1.1 million shares, kind of average. But pre-market volume on Haycroft Mining, which the AMC people now own 22% of, 59 million shares traded in the pre-market on Haycroft. How many shares exist? As of yesterday, there were 60 million shares in existence, of which 59 were free trading. 59 million, they have traded the entire free float in the pre-market this morning on Haycroft Mining. You add the shares that AMC just bought and that AMC has warrants on and that Eric Sprott just bought and the warrants that he has on it, these two individuals, they can acquire 90 million more shares of this company, putting it to 150 million shares outstanding when it's all said and done. The reality, of course, is that every single share that both of these entities acquire cannot be traded and will not be in the public free float. So yeah, there's 150 million shares outstanding, but the company is sitting on a whole bunch of millions of dollars in cash right now that they didn't have yesterday. And there is the difference right there. AMC is going to put in 50 million. Eric Sprott is putting in 50 million. That's 100 million in cash that Haycroft Mining is sitting on with 150 million shares outstanding. They're in good shape all of a sudden to open up a gold mine in Nevada. That's why the stock is $265, up $1.25 right now on 60 million shares traded in the pre-market. So AMC stock is having a wonderful time with this. I don't know what it's going to mean to the AMC share run all over. There will be all the folks on Wall Street Bets and elsewhere saying short squeeze. There's a big short squeeze now on AMC because AMC is legitimately worth way more money than before with this gold mining thing, and now there'll be a short squeeze on the stock. That's the same old we've heard now for a whole year. So we'll see what happens. But hey, if it means GameStop goes to a $90 a share or 95 a share today, fine. Okay, do it. We were 77.58 for the low yesterday. Go to 97.58 today. I have friends of mine who will write options with $100 strike prices all over the place ready to go. Let's see what happens. We're opening in 3 minutes. Let's see what happens, kids. Let's see what we can do. This should be a lot of fun. How high can these stocks go? Limitless. They can go to the moon. There's no limit to how high these guys can go. It's going to be unbelievable. We'll find out in 2 days just what GameStop is saying for their financials, and then we'll find out if Mr. Cohen has anything to say publicly about all of this stuff. This could be a ton of fun. Oh my gosh, we're just going to have so much fun here. Never a dull moment in the world itself. And well, like I say, we just have a crazy market going today. It's just a crazy, wild, unbelievable market. I've really not seen anything like this before. Really, it is goofy. There's no question about it. But there you have it. Apparently, too, the rumor has it that producer prices are dropping. Inflation is dropping at the producer price level, and that's going to be passed on to consumers over the next few months. So we may have seen the worst of inflation temporarily, but if oil does keep crapping out, this is going to take away any fear of an increased inflation rate with higher oil and gas prices, higher airfares, higher cruise prices. All of this could quickly come down. We'll watch for this very closely. Like I said, there's a ton of money out there looking for a place to go that can give it a better return than a third of a percentage point from Germany's 10-year notes. Yes, there certainly is. Welcome, one, welcome all. 468 of you are watching right now. I'm glad you're here. We have 195 thumbs ups on this show so far. I thank you all for stepping up and helping out with thumbs up so far. If you can hit that thumbs up button right now as we get ready to open for trading, help my channel out with a little bit of a momentum surge on the thumbs up, that would be great. Welcome all to the markets. We're about to open for trading, and we're going to see just what the heck we're going to be dealing with here as we begin the fun session today. I'll tell you. SSR on GameStop. That's right. GameStop dropped more than 10% yesterday, which means you can't short trade the stock. You can't hit the bid on shorting GameStop. You can only short GameStop on upticks. We're up 393 a share. I can see GameStop pushing 85.90 without any difficulty in theory. In practicality, we'll find out, but in theory, it's doable. Let's see what gives. Larry, thanks, buddy, for hitting those bells a few seconds ago. We're up and running. The Dow is up 228 points as we've been climbing now for the last hour, just minute after minute, more upticks on pre-markets. We're up 31 on S&P, and we're up 113 on NASDAQ. The big winner is NASDAQ, 0.90% gain, S&P 0.76, Dow 0.70. So we're up on the morning. We've got Rocket Lab at 852, first trade, down a penny. I'm not worried about this. We got SoFi at 793, 798 now. We're up a nickel. Unchanged on Rocket Lab now. GameStop up 276 to 8087. AMC 1393, 37-cent gain. Matterport 672 up 8. ME up 2 cents, 2.5. Spire up 6 cents. ATIP no change yet. Smart Rent don't have any trades yet. We'll let you know when we know. Where else are we? Sextera, 4 cent lower so far, first trade. We'll see how that goes. Looking back here, we're up 255 on the Dow. Rocket Lab plus 3 on 100,000 volume. SoFi up 6 to 799 on 2.3 million. GameStop 81.45 up 340 on 240,000. Start the morning. AMC 13.97 up 41 cents on 2.24 million so far on AMC. Matterport 671 up 7 on 196,000. ME 333 up a nickel on 85,000. Spire 175.5 up 6.5 cents on 22,000 shares. We have ATIP $1.60 unchanged, 18,400. Smart Rent still no changes. We've got Sextera down 4 on 2,100 shares so far. Dow up 300 points. S&P up 40. NASDAQ up 131. We're up a percentage point across the board on all the major markets. Welcome, Sean and Wendy, our thumbs up number 215. Welcome, you guys, to the show. We're going to have fun today. What a day. We're up 313 on the Dow. We could go much higher today. Rocket Lab up 9. SoFi up 16 to 809. GameStop up 353. AMC up 64 to 1420. Matterport up 16 cents. ME up a dime. Spire up 6.5. ATIP up 4. Still waiting on Smart Rent 6 there. Robinhood up 12 cents. Vanik Vectors up 272. Home Depot up 447. IBM up 47 cents. Microsoft up 441. Apple up $1.14 to 151.76. Goldman Sachs up 471 to 429. 329.69, pardon me. Cisco up 35 cents. Facebook up $3. Amazon up 21. Tesla up 15. Google up $16. Bed Bath Beyond up 33 cents. BlackBerry up 11. Royal Caribbean up 231 to 70.43. Target up 357. JP Morgan up 241. Costco up 423. Walmart up $1. Nvidia up $3. We've got American Airlines up $1.26 to 15.51. Netflix up $6. We have Moderna up 479 to 154.86. So we've got green everywhere, all over the place, kicking in here, and we're watching to see what kind of follow through we're going to get on some of our favorites. Come on, SoFi, we need a 100% day today. Bobby already news that NASDAQ is up 1%. Things are going to go higher. I can feel it. Oh, we're going higher. I think so. Crude down 728 to 95.73. Or gold off $42 an ounce at the moment. Russian crude is on sale under the table, $30 a barrel under the world price. How much would you like? 7 million shares, 7 million barrels a day possible. How much would you like on a discount? Bobby, does SoFi go to 9 today? HYMC is going nuts. HYMC is trading at 245 a share, up $1.06 on the opening so far. And the volume has got to be over 8+ million shares already. Lots of activity there on that because of the AMC involvement at the moment. It is quite a wacky thing. HYMC is the symbol for this Haycroft dealio. Let's see if I can add a symbol. HYMC. Might as well keep an eye on this, because it is wild and it is wacky. Right now, 244 a share, up $1.05 on HYMC right at the moment. All righty, welcome all to the opening today. What a wild one we have going on here. Lots of fun going on right now. Let's see if I can make this work maybe in here. There we go. Just updating my phone right now. Dow up 284, 281, 285. Rocket Lab up 11 cents to 864 on 254,000. SoFi is 813, up 20 cents on a 3.9 million. GameStop 83.18, 83.47, up 5.36 a share on GameStop. Give this stock a little breathing room. 425,000 shares traded. There is buying coming in on GameStop right now. Let that stock go higher. AMC 14.49, up 86 cents on 3.7 million. It's interesting to see not even 4 million shares run the market as far as it is so far. Most interesting how this is affecting the market. Haycroft Mining 232, up 93 cents. The high was 271, the low 228. 83 million volume. There it is. Actually traded 83 million this morning, and there's only 60 million in existence. Do you think there's some speculation going on with day traders all over Haycroft? I think so. Is there anyone short this stuff? Possibly. That is the other goofy thing about Haycroft. There could be some short sellers who are really in trouble here and are getting shellacked right now. I don't know. But it doesn't hurt. The higher it goes, the higher AMC goes, because AMC now is into 47 million shares of this stuff. And so every dime is 4.7 million added value to AMC's net worth. That doesn't hurt AMC stock. It helps AMC stock, indirectly helping GameStop, because AMC goes up and GameStop people want to play it stock for stock. I don't care. Take GameStop to 120 bucks a share. I don't care. I'm a happy guy. You guys can write 125 call options all day long. GameStop 83.55, up 5.44 on your GameStop. We're up 80 on AMC, up 85 on Haycroft right now. Crazy. Matterport is up 4 cents. ME up 9. Spire up a nickel. ATIP up 4. SmartRent up 7. I think Sixter has opened for trading. We're down 4 cents on a couple thousand shares. There's the market in a nutshell right now. Oil at $96 a barrel, and I don't know what to believe on pricing over there. It is crazy. Austin 225 thumbs up, putting another stinky bid in today for 1,000 shares of SoFi. What should I put in as my stink bid today for SoFi? Well, look, try to get it at super cheap prices. You might get it at 726. You might get it at 721. You might get it at 701. I don't know. It's sitting at $7.99 right now. It's only up 6 cents. One never knows in the first few hours what can happen. It's crazy. The green is warming my heart. It's nice to see. We all know SoFi will drop again. Hi, Uncle Bruce from Beach Boy. Nice day. Would be a good level to write covered calls? 2 weeks out on GameStop. Well, GameStop right now is up to 83.35, up 524, and it looks very good and much healthier than yesterday. We've already had 512,000 traded, so we have some bargain hunters coming in on GameStop, picking off this stock here. We also have this AMC indirect movement that's helping as well. So you're going to be looking at 85s to 90s is my hunch for writing if everything stays where it is. If the GameStop shares want to push 84 to 86 range, they want to get to that level, then you're looking at 90 for sure, and perhaps even higher. But you want to be just a little out of the money, not too much, and you want to be a few weeks ahead to take in some nice premiums. That is the key. What kind of premiums we can get. If the GameStop keeps trading at the levels it's trading at, we're now at 528,000 traded. This is good volume for GameStop today. It is positive volume on GameStop. There are definitely bargain hunters stepping in here trying to scoop up this stock. This is a good sign. It could add a nice little premium bonus on contracts. So 82.49 up 438 at this second is what I see. We're only 10 minutes into the day. And we're looking pretty good at this point in time. The Dow is up 297, climbing on again with another surge here. Do not be surprised if GameStop starts to run closer to 83, 84 in the next little while. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it sure looks like it wants to go higher. Amazing morning here. Absolutely bloody amazing. Whew. Used to be easy, but it's not that easy anymore. What else is going on? There's gold in them there theaters, says Michael. And Matterport at 666, not a good sign. Goldman Sachs is going up. Nice time to write covered calls. Let's see, what else? It's anybody, just so anybody knows, by the way, Noto added another 19,042 shares of SoFi yesterday within the range of 778 and 785. He is buying all he can with what he's got available to him. Interesting stuff. Uncle Bruce, what's a good price to pick up GameStop for poor man covered calls? That's a tough one. I don't know if you can get an option long enough at a cheap enough price that's in the money without a lot of premium on it. That might be an issue, but that's what you're going to have to look at. You're going to have to be into 50s or 55s. At the very least, you want to definitely be ahead of a 1-day drop or 2-day drop. So just got to be mindful of 20, 25% drops anytime on GameStop or gains. I mean, you just have to be mindful of that, but we always are. Anyway, there you go. SoFi, 787 down 6 cents, 786 down 7 cents, and down goes SoFi. Noto knows. Noto is literally putting his money where his mouth is. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. We know what you mean. Good morning, Simpletons and Uncle Bruce. We ready for Dead Cat Bounce today? I'm getting ready to sell some covered calls. Let's go. Thanks, Uncle B. You got it there. 859 on Rocket Lab, up 6. We're up 200 on the Dow. SoFi down 7. GameStop at 80.82, up 271. Look for another wave of buying to come in here. AMC 13.93, up 37. Highcroft 205, up 66 cents. Matterport 659, down a nickel. ME 334, up 6.5. Spire up a penny. ATIP up 3. Smart Rent up 7. Cyxtera down a dime. And we'll see how things progress. Microsoft up 339, Apple up a nickel, Goldman up 359, Cisco up 44, Facebook up 116, Amazon up 11, Tesla down 5, Google up 19 cents. Mixed markets here and there, 186 gain on the Dow. We're going to see just what kind of wave of buying we have coming in after this first 15, 20 minutes of euphoria, a little back off, and then another wave. Is this a wave taking us even higher? Possibly. It is possible. All three markets are still higher. NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow are up 0.4 to 0.5 of a percentage point, half a point roughly. Oil, 95.44 down 7.57. Oh boy, lots going on at the moment. 81.16 on GameStop right now, up 304. High of the day looks like 83.93, the low of 80. 27. We're now at 80.61, testing our lows of the day, which are still 250 higher on the day on GameStop. We haven't had a trade under 80 yet for the day at this moment, from what I can tell you. AMC 1384, up 28 cents on 5.6 million. We'll see how this plays out. Highcroft is at 205, traded 108 million shares. There are only 60 million in existence. It's a complete turnover of all stock on Haycroft Mining. This is amazing, this run. 198 it's a low, 208 right now is the price, 271 for the high. 108 million and more traded in 14 minutes on Haycroft. Unbelievable. This thing takes a shot back to 250. AMC will break back to 1425, and GameStop will hit 83 to 85. So watch your GameStop for another snap rally from here. It's quite amazing. Where is that? Was easy button. Coyote, trying to find in the money calls with time. There's 9% book value, 10% time. I missed that button. SoFi. And there goes SoFi. The only time I ever was right was into my detriment. I don't know what this means. The Dow up 147 points. Rocket Lab up 4. SoFi down 8 cents. SoFi volume now is down only a nickel now on 6.2 million so far. Kind of quiet. The GameStop 81.15 is coming back up a little bit. Volume on GameStop 618,000. Definitely higher than normal, than usual, than what we normally have at this time of day. So GameStop is moving higher on some buying volume coming in here. AMC 1372, Haycroft Mining 210 after bottoming at 198, 112.8 million traded. Unbelievable. We're down 4 on Matterport. We're up 3 on 23andMe. We're unchanged on Spire. We're up 2 on ATIP. We're up 13 on SmartRent now. Down a dime on Cyxtera. Lots to follow. Lots to watch in this unbelievable opening and this crazy, crazy market. Oil now 95.68, 95.69, down 7.32 at the moment. Intel unveils initial investment plan in the European Union up to nearly $37 billion. Intel is investing seriously into the EU area. Wow, that is huge. 20 billion into Ohio, 37 billion into the EU. Intel is not playing with nickels and dimes here. They're playing with some serious money. Intel is off 12 cents to 44.28 a share at the moment. Absolutely amazing what's going on there. 148-point gain on the Dow right now. Down a penny on Rocket Lab. Down a dime on SoFi. 80.01 on GameStop. Pushing the $80 barrier here. I'm sure we'll break it. It's psychological. We'll go through it, and then we'll see if we go over it. 13.58 on AMC, up 2 pennies. And Haycroft Mining, 207.5, up 68. This is the low of the day. No, 198 is the low of the day, pardon me. 114 million traded now on Haycroft Mining. There is some day trading going on. It is wild. Ryan Cohen, unusually active lately, says Frumbler. Rob Austin, keep your hopes up, buddy. It's going to pay off. There you go. We'll see. 80.01 on GameStop. 80.01, 79.90. I saw trades on GameStop here. 79.62. So we've had the breakthrough, the 80 level, as I expected we would already. Matterport off 12, SoFi down 10, Rocket Lab down a penny, the Dow up 148, S&P higher, NASDAQ higher, between about 0.3 and 0.5 of a percentage point at the moment. The Treasury is the Federal Reserve has kicked off its 2-day meeting. It's just started today. And the U.S. 10-year note is down just a little bit at 208.5, 2.08% for the 10-year Treasury, just off a little bit from its highs. The Dow is now up 149 roughly at the moment. We're down a penny on Rocket Lab, down 10 cents on SoFi. GameStop at 80.01 again. Let me double check all of these quotes, and I'll just check my phone, make sure it's completely up to speed. I got too many apps going. Get rid of all these apps and clean it up. Here we go. Okay, there we have it. GameStop, 79.01 right now on GameStop. Up 184 on the Dow, and we're down 16 on Matterport, down 15 cents on AMC now, 1341 on AMC, running into some selling. 7.2 million volume so far, 1342 last trade. GameStop up 78.72, up 61 cents at the moment. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm surprised that it's backed off a little bit. 720,000 volume on GameStop. We'll see what this kind of selling wave it is. $79 a share. And Haycroft, $199 a share, up 60 cents. No surprise to see some profit taking there. Volume on Haycroft now, 123 million shares. Wow, crazy. The Dow up 183, climbing a little bit higher right now. Okay. 79.12 on GameStop, up $1.01. Low of the day, 79.13. Is that right? Low of the day, 78.72. 78.72 is a low on GameStop. 79.32 at the moment on the stock, up 121 a share. AMC just went positive again, 13.59, turned around. Now it's negative again. 7.5 million traded on AMC. Lots of speculation on that one. 204 on Haycroft at the moment. Okay. Let's see. The VIX is up over 20%. Let's see. Let's go. Oh my gosh, folks. Tons of stuff to watch here. 182 gain on the Dow, 19 on S&P, 54 on your NASDAQ, oil at 96.50. Man, oh man, tons happening here. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the 244 thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate that. And there we go. My. Okay, up. Looks like we're up 200 again on the Dow. Looks like it. Okay, there we go. GameStop 79.31, up 120 right now. Okay. OPEC says 2022 forecasts for demand growth, supply growth, and global economy under assessment, they say. Yeah, no kidding. OPEC says Ukraine war stokes inflation, could harm oil demand. No kidding. The fact that China is shutting down vast swaths of its country because of Omicron also will limit demand for crude. They aren't mentioning that. They've conveniently messed up or are missing that part of the story. Unbelievable. Happy spring break, so folks, says Keith Gill. Deep value investing. Right on. We're up 195 on the Dow, 196 at the moment. 24-point gain on S&P, and Nasdaq's up 77. We're climbing now. We're up 0.6% across the board on these markets. They're climbing again at this point. Rocket Lab is up a nickel. SoFi only down a penny. GameStop back to 80.57, up 246. AMC at 13.56, down a penny. Haycroft Mining was under $2. It's back to 203 and climbing again. Another wave of buying coming in after 23 minutes. The first 23 minutes. There you are. So what we're watching, GameStop touched a low of 78.72. It's now 80.15 and climbing, 80.52 and climbing. SoFi unchanged at 7.92. AMC still 13.49, down 7. Matterport down only a nickel. ME up 3.5. Spire up 8.5 cents to 177. ATIP 161 up a penny. SmartRent up 11 to 612, and Cyxtera down 9 cents at the moment. Vanik up $2, Home Depot up 3.30, IBM down 33 cents, Microsoft up $3, Apple up 18 cents, Goldman up 3.92, Cisco up 36, Facebook up $2, Amazon up 19, Tesla down 150, Google up 8.5. We're going green and climbing on a bunch of these markets right now. Up 201 on the Dow right now at this moment in time. Okay. Let's go, baby. SoFi, a little green. That could happen right now. Keep trying, little fella. We're watching it. We're watching it. SoFi volume at 790 now is 8.5 million, so that's picking up. GameStop volume 79.72 on 806,000, so that's more active for sure. A million shares at $80 is $80 million in stock changing hands on GameStop. Hello, Jen.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm early this morning.
Oh, my.
Yes, I'm about 15 minutes early because I want to watch the president of Ukraine speak to our parliament.
Oh, that's right. He's speaking.
He comes on about the time that I normally see you.
He's going to speak to the Canadian Parliament live today, the president of the Ukraine. Well, I'm thinking ham and cheese.
Oh, you're on it.
With the Felipe's.
Felipe?
Yeah, be generous.
There you go.
Yeah, give it some oomph.
It's time to...
I'm phlegmy, so I got to clear it out.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And super toasted.
Super toast.
We got to get that.
Okay.
Got to get that crunchy.
Okay.
Just throw it back in there and toast it up some more.
Do it a couple of times. Well, and I find this bagel setting, and it shows you. It's got the little picture how to put it in. This bagel setting, pardon me, does not turn on the outside elements. It only toasts the inside. So I just have to regular toast it.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those sesame seeds have to be.
They got to be popped.
They got to be roasted up. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just not right.
It's just not right.
It's just not right. It's wrong.
You know, it's just not right. The garbage guys came through, gals, at, I don't think it was even 7 o'clock this morning, and they're already in the neighborhood collecting the bins.
People are already taking their bins inside.
Well, I'm sure they are at this because the garbage has already been picked up. Isn't that crazy? They're out so early.
It's not like Palm Desert.
I guess they have to get everybody in, you know.
I suppose.
But I saw the flashing light and I thought, oh, geez, the fire department's back next door. But no, it was the garbage truck.
The garbage truck.
Yeah.
Garbage pickup in Calgary is
early workers.
Could you top this up for me too?
No.
Thank you very much. Okay, Jen, the lovely Jen is here. Thanks. Larry saying good morning. Rob saying good morning.
Good morning.
Coyote saying all this trash talk. We're talking garbage here. We're talking garbage, the excitement of this neighborhood. We're up 233 on the Dow. We're climbing again. It's a 100-point increase here in the last 4 minutes. Rocket Lab up 6 cents. SoFi up 4. GameStop 80.18. I think we're going higher on GameStop. AMC is green. We're coming around. Just broke even. It's coming up. Highcroft back to 203. It's up again. 64 cents. Matterport up a penny, gone green. ME is green, up 6. Spire up a dime. ATIP down a penny. Let's see if that'll turn around. SmartRent up 12. Cyxtera down 9. We're up 230 on the Dow right now, showing more green than red all of a sudden. John Anderson, hello. Jen Splair, good morning, Jen. Just in case you all have a good day, I'll try to relax today. Rob, thumbs ups. Nelson, good morning. Jen, sassy, she's so good to you. Market turning green. Thank you, Nazar. Coyote stinky. Let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody. We're up 226 on the Dow. We're up 32 on S&P. We're up 114 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up almost a percentage point. We're climbing here on these markets again. There's money coming in. They're going higher. This is going to be interesting on oil. 95.87 down 7.14 a barrel. And Russia is selling oil under the table, $30 a barrel below world price, are the rumors and reports. Interesting stuff going on with the Russians and oil prices. Most interesting. The Dow up 229 now, and that is hanging right in there. The high for the market was about 80 points higher. We were over 300 for the upside already today. So at 238, we still have 80 more points to go to just equal the high of the day already on the Dow. So we'll watch for that. We had a bit of a pullback, but now we're coming on again. Let's see what kind of wheels we have here. 234 gain right now on the Dow. Rocket Lab down a penny. SoFi is up 2 to 794. GameStop 8020 up 210 right now, is improving. And now it's 79.80, so it's jumping here up 169. AMC down to 9 cents. It just got positive, just went negative again. Haycroft was over $2. Now it's 193. So we are getting all kinds of computer buy and sell programs, all kinds of speculators all over these stocks on this Haycroft mining stock that AMC has bought into. 141 million shares have traded. There was only 60 million out of the entire. That's all there is before the deal was made with AMC and Eric Sprott. Remember, AMC buying into this company and Eric Sprott buying into this company, they can't trade any of their stock. It's all restricted. So the only shares that can trade are the original 60 million outstanding. And my hunch is the guys that control this company probably own 20 million of it. They might only be 40 million able to trade. It's turned over 4.5 times. It's 140 million. It's 3.5 turnover. Already approaching 4 times turnover of the free float. That's how active this stuff is. It's wild. It's 183 right now, share, and it has been all over the map here. Just nuts. 183 on this stuff. Crazy market. We're up 232 on the Dow at the moment. Rocket Lab up 1, SoFi up 1, GameStop 79.87 up 176, AMC 13.48 down 9. Haycroft Mining 179.5 up 40 cents. What a wild one this morning. This is a wild one. 95.69 on oil in Texas, down 7.32 a barrel. Stock buybacks record high, 100 billion a month coming in at least from corporate America to buy up its stock. That is 5 billion a day in buybacks going on this market. That's why this market won't stay down much longer. It's being scooped up here. Corporate America is having a field day with fortress balance sheets, earnings growth, inflation. They're just raising prices. They're just able to do it. They're picking up their stock here at prices of 10 to 50% off from 3 months ago. So this 5 billion a month is buying up upwards of 10 to 15 billion in stock, what it used to trade at back in November. Now they're only paying 5 billion for it. There's a lot of paper being scooped up here. This is going to dry out the markets on the sell side rather quickly, and that's why these trillions of dollars that went to the sidelines now coming back into the market in the next few months haven't got as many shares to buy anymore. It's gone. It's been picked off. We go higher. We could have record highs again in this market this year. That's how crazy it is. We're up 216 on the Dow right now. It is just different times, completely different times. Anyway, there it is. Is the mining company a buy? I don't know, Bobby. I really don't know if it's much of a buy. I'm going to use it as a barometer to kind of watch the AMC for a while and indirectly watch GameStop. It is wild. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. Leo Tolstoy, War and Peace. There you go, interesting comment. GameStop 79.25 up 114. AMC down 18 cents, and Haycroft up 49.9 at 189 a share. Haycroft Mining. The low on Haycroft 176 is now 189 on 148 million traded. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely unbelievable. 192 now on Highcroft. 192 last trade, up 53 cents. AMC 1338, GameStop 79.52. SoFi down a nickel, Rocket Lab unchanged, the Dow up 205. It's happening. The changes are so fast, so dramatic. I can't keep up with it all. It is this crazy. Uh, Welcome to the show, everybody, to this wild and wacky market. It is unbelievable. I keep saying you want to write contracts into strength. The question is, what is the strength of the market? Home Depot up 427, IBM down 13, Microsoft up 374 at 280, Apple up only 90 cents to 151.52, Goldman up $1.60, was up $4 earlier. Cisco's only up 38 cents, Facebook is up 60 cents, Amazon up 56 bucks, Tesla up 270, and Google up $14. We've got some movement up, but not massive strength being shown everywhere. The Dow now up 237, climbing again on the Dow. Up a nickel now on Rocket Lab to 858, down 2 on SoFi to 791. GameStop over 80 again. Again, 80.17 yet again. 188 on Highcraft, 1345 down 11 on AMC. All right, there it goes. That AMC story of investing into a completely unrelated company sounds like a joke. Is AMC just desperate for cash and looking for quick turn on investments? I don't get it. I think what they're doing is they're sitting on $1.5 billion, $2 billion in cash, and I think they might move into 4 or 5 different deals like this over the next few months. I just get the impression. Thank you. Ooh, look at the top of that bagel.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
There you go. That's a 2-time. Well,
Oh,
not a
that's
full
great.
2-time because I could smell it burning.
It's burning. I taste burning.
It smells like burning.
Smells like burning. Nicholas, oil is falling. Let's go. I picked up some HYMC because why not, says Jennifer. I'm into a day trade. Here I am. HYMC 183.5. I have no idea what that thing's going to do. I have no idea. This is something I cannot control. I just see this market now at 230 on the Dow, and I got a bagel in my hand. It's earlier in the day, and oh, thank you, Jen, so much. Let's move this market higher. We're up 230 on the Dow. GameStop at 80.60. Let's get this market running, baby. As I help Jennifer open up a bottle of caffeine-free.
This latest batch.
Good old Bruce.
I just can't open them.
They're hard to open up, these
They
bottles.
are.
Get that charged up with some bubbles.
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 Get your burping.
Get me boiping. Cheers, everybody. Here we go.
Have a taste. I went heavy on the Felipe's. I gotta look online. There's got to be a good recipe. I know I've looked before, but where you can make your own mustard horseradish.
Fantastic.
Isn't it good?
It's
Smells
great.
so good.
Ham and cheese, baby.
Ham and cheese.
Thank you, Jen. Keeping me going, baby. Let's go. 189 gain on the Dow. Come on, baby. We're up 7 on Rocket Lab. Up a penny on SoFi. 80.22 on GameStop. Let's go. Wow. Bagel power. You got it, Nelson. Bagel power. Let's roll. The Dow's up 158. Let's see if any computer buy programs come in here. I think GameStop wants to go higher. It's 80.23. I wonder if it's going to hit 90 today. I really wonder. AMC only off 7 cents now. It's coming back up. Matterport's green. SoFi is unchanged. Rocket Lab's up 11. 178 on the Dow. We're climbing. NASDAQ up 136. Definitely climbing. GameStop, 80 bucks. On the nose. Here's a good question. Oh, boy, this is good stuff. Let me finish my bagel, and I'll try to address this. I don't know if it's addressable. Man, oh man, this Highcraft stock, this mining stock has now traded 155 million shares, almost 4 times what I think the float really is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oil looks like it's going under 95 again. It's falling off. Oil is falling off. Dow's backing up. We're up only 112 now. Dow's backing up. We're up 107. Oh, the sesame seeds taste good today. Oh, man. Whew. Wow. Oh, the sinuses are getting cleaned up. Oh, Felipe is the original. Oh, this mustard horseradish topping. Oh my God. It has an effect. A little bounce on the Dow. Not much, just a little. Mm. Oh my. Don't mind me. Oh, oh, the sinuses are being cleaned up. This stuff is magical. Mm. Mm. Headline just coming across: oil prices tumble below 100 on Ukraine hopes and China lockdowns. $78.94 on GameStop. Oh boy, what a bagel! Mm. What a bagel! Whoa, I'm all warm now. No chill here. Cheers to you around the world who are watching this show, who follow this old guy trying to make sense of these markets in plain English. Thank you for joining me. Great that you're here. We're up 148 on the Dow, a little recovery from the 107 range we were at, 10 minutes ago. Nothing to get crazy about, but it's a bit better. 95.16 is the price of a barrel of oil in West Texas. That's a West Texas price. Under pressure down 788. There is speculation. Why would AMC invest in a gold mining company? Even AMC admits that it's kind of unusual for a theater chain to do this. But they're trying to tell the market, look, we're sitting on a mountain of cash here. We raised a bunch of money from meme investors, and we've satisfied our bankers with regard to how much money we owe them, and our payments are current. We're not in default on any of our loans. We're selling movie tickets. We're trying to get people to buy popcorn. But we have this mountain of cash. It's about $2 billion, and we're going to put some of it to work, and we're going to try to build wealth over and above our theater business. We don't need to put $1 billion into our theater business to build out another 1,000 theaters. We're not going to do that. We're not going to take over a competitor in the theater business. So we've kind of topped out where we are on our theater side of things. Money's coming in, cash flow is improving. We now need to diversify, our scenarios. So, of course, you ask 100 people, well, what should AMC buy into then? And AMC, 100 people will come back with 100 different answers because there is no one consensus. My hunch is that AMC management had been approached through Eric Sprott and others to say, well, here's an investment you can make into something that's well down the road to production. We have a gold mining company in Nevada that has done all kinds of drilling out and has proven that they are sitting on 15 million ounces of gold plus other metals. We have a hot market for these commodities. The company needs a certain amount of money in the next year or two to go to the next stage. What is the next stage? Production. Production means capital recovery. So if you can start pulling ounces out of the ground and turning ounces into cash, you begin to, you change the nature of the corporation from where you are now, which is a speculative little mining company, into a little bit of a producer. The other thing is that you also have the capital to continue to keep drilling out your proven reserves to find out just how far these can go and how much more you actually have that you can mine out. It wouldn't surprise me that they may have a 15 to 20 year reserve now of ore that they can mine out going forward. The deal could have been so juicy that by putting up this 23 odd million bucks, $25 million, which is chump change for AMC, it's chump change. Putting up this little bit of money with a warrant to put up that much more, along with the other investor, they have more than funded this company to be able to go into production. That's the best part about it. It's possible that a year from now, this little mining company, being a producer now of gold, could be the perfect takeover target for somebody else, a large miner. That's typically what happens with small producing mines. Small producing mines that are money makers become part of larger producing mines, and there could well be a larger entity that'll take this thing out at $5 or $8 or $10 a share. Because when they buy that, whoever buys that entity at that price are buying production and cash flow. And they have the hundreds of millions of additional money needed, if necessary, to fully produce out this reserve of metals. And so for AMC, this might be a 1 or a 2 year investment. That's all it might be. It might become just a 2 year deal where they buy into it now and they get out at $5. And they take 47 million shares that they have at about $1.10, and they walk away with a $4 profit on it. And they make a $200 million profit over and above the 40 million they're committing, 50 million they're committing. So it's 50 million into 250 million, and we move on. Now, it's possible that AMC has 4 or 5 more of these kinds of deals that are available to it. They might invest in a small oil and gas company that's about to go into production. They might invest in other mining entities. They might invest into meme stock, crypto. They might invest into, I don't know what. I mean, there's no end to this. I'm sure that they have been approached by a ton of potential entrepreneurs who've come their way and said, "Hey, you want to diversify? I can diversify you." And they're being obviously very picky. This deal has an instant win. The stock, this Highcroft mining stock, was $1.1020 yesterday. It's at 181 now. It was 260 already. It's 181. It's up 42 cents. AMC's up 11 cents to 1367 right now. That helps. Now, for GameStop, it's an indirect win in a way because the better AMC shares do, it tends to influence GameStop shares. It's 79.12, up $1. Nothing much, but it is a little better. It was at $82, $83 today. GameStop was, but GameStop will go higher on its own merits, and GameStop's merits are coming up in 48 hours. We have earnings coming up, a report. I have no idea how good or bad it'll be, but the stock's at 79.05, and there are speculators who are buying into this now in anticipation of whatever news is going to come out of GameStop that could propel it to a higher level. I have no idea. We're going to find out when we get there. The Dow right now is up 201 points. That's improving, obviously. Another bounce back. We'll see if it wants to go higher or if it doesn't go higher. If the Dow does not hit new record highs within the next half an hour of its highs of the day, we're going to be backing off here. We're about 100 points away, 150 points away from finding out whether the Dow has any legs to it or if this is just a little fake out. We're up 35 on S&P, which is higher than the Dow on a percentage basis, and the Nasdaq is up 151. It's much higher. It's double what the Dow is doing. So Nasdaq is telling the Dow you can go up 420 points, and you're just equaling what we're doing. So that is how strong Nasdaq is today. It's got a 400-point Dow gain under its belt right now. Will Dow join the party? That is the question. We're going to see if this happens. Okay. John Anderson. Oh, Bruce, I sold open a Goldman Sachs for 342.50 at 162. Immediately, I put in a stink bid to buy back at 79 cents, a quick $80 profit. I'll take all the time. Thanks, your conservative nephew. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. The stink bid. I'm not a fan of that number because you're just under 80 cents. You might be better off at 76, but whatever it is, it is. If you grab it, you grab it. I'm a happy guy. Way to go. Gowdy, I have read the CEO of AMC is friends with the owner of this mining company. Didn't AMC give huge bonuses to execs last year after the meme stock frenzy? I love GameStop, but I do not trust AMC or their people. There you go. Nicholas, SoFi hit $8. SoFi is 8.10 right now, up 17 cents. Rock and roll. Nazareth, the AMC deal is about $1.20 a share for their stake. Fritz, so AMC and other man bought about 40% of the float. No, they did not. They did not buy any of the float. They bought from the Treasury new stock. The company has issued 45 million new shares to these two with an option for another 45 million. So there could be 90 million more shares issued to a total of 150 million, of which 90 of the 150 million are held by AMC and by Eric Sprott. That's what that means. All for cash. Thanks, Bruce. That makes some sense. Says Testy Donkey. You got it, buddy. Rocket Lab is up 8. SoFi up 11 to 804. The Dow up 246. GameStop 81.49, up 338. We're climbing again. AMC up 28 to 1384. Highcroft 178 up 39. Matterport up 15 cents to 679. ME up 6.5 to 334.5. Spire is up 11 to 180. ATIP is up 3 to 163. Smart Rent up 16 cents to 618. Cyxtera is down only 9 cents now to 11.21. Robinhood is up 24 cents, climbing. Vanek Vectors is up 4.98 and it's climbing. Home Depot up 5.46 and it is climbing. IBM only down 18. It's coming back up. Microsoft back up to 280, up 408. Apple up a buck, climbing, up 112 now. Goldman up 367, climbing again. Cisco up 38 cents, climbing. Facebook up 178, that's going up. Amazon now up to $62 higher. Tesla up 850. Google up 20 bucks. They're all going higher right now. The Dow now up 231 points as we speak. SoFi holding $8 a share on a volume of 13.8 million. Rocket Lab at 860, up 7 cents, 1.47 million. GameStop, $80.91 on a 1.27 million volume here on the day on GameStop. That's improving, obviously. AMC volume, 1369 a share, 14.4 million. And then Highcroft Mining, 173, the low of 168, 173 million traded. 60 million in existence. I think only 40 million could possibly trade right now. So this is over 4 times turnover of the free trading volume. It's huge, absolutely massive on Highcroft. Matterport volume now 1.4 million. ME volume 784,000. ME volume 784,000. I just said that. Spire volume 295,000, up a dime. ATIP volume 140,000, up 3 cents. Smart Rent volume 111,000, and we're up 14 cents right now. There you go. 256, 267 gain on the Dow. We're climbing on the Dow again. We're now higher than the last rally. The question is, will we hit a high of the day on this rally? We need another 52 points to find that out. We're up 267 at 33,212, and the high is 264. 40, 56 points. We need 56 points. We just got it. We're just about there. We're only 17 points away. We're up 302 now on the Dow. We're up 302, 33 247. We need to get to 33 264 to break the high of the day. We're just short 30-40 points. Watching that closely. SoFi 810 now, up 17 cents. GameStop 81.37 coming on again for like the fifth time. GameStop is hitting new highs since the opening. GameStop is hitting new highs since the opening. Watch for this. 1.3 million volume on GameStop. We're climbing. 81.57. The high is 83.93. We have a ways to go, but GameStop is definitely climbing right now. The Dow up 277. We're about 70, 80 points away from the number we need to hit a new high. Rocket Lab up 9. SoFi up 18. 811 last trade. The low 781 today on 14.2 million. Go SoFi. Go GameStop. AMC up 26 cents. Go. 289 gain on the Dow. We need 30 points to break the high of the day. 16 points away from the high of the day. We're up 303. 16 points. We need to be up about 320 points. We have a 320 gain. We've hit a high of the day on the Dow right here. That's what we're looking for. We're up 47 on S&P. That's higher. Nasdaq's up 192. That's higher. But we need the Dow to get up to that 320, 330 level to confirm another higher move. 82 bucks. 82 bucks on your GameStop now. 82.03 climbing. Need to get to 84 to break that high there. That would be nice. 303 on the Dow again, climbing another move here. Trying to move up. Okay, up 19 on SoFi, up 21 on SoFi, 814 on your SoFi. Okay, GameStop 82.21 up 410. We've got Matterport up 16 cents, ME up 12, Spire up a dime, ATIP up 3.5, SmartRent up 22. They're all stronger. Six-Star only down a nickel, coming on as well. 310 gain on the Dow. 310, close to the high of the day right now. All right. Everything is green. There you go. Everything's green. All right. 329 on the Dow. I think we might have it. 279. Yes, we're hitting the high of the day right now on the Dow Jones. Definitely climbing through new highs on the Dow. This is very good. We needed to see this on this rally. This definitely happened. And we're up 211 on NASDAQ. That is climbing. S&P up 52. So we are moving higher right now. We're up 341 on the Dow. We're climbing quickly. Rocket Lab 860. SoFi at 811. GameStop 83 bucks, going higher now. AMC 1390 up 34. Highcroft still at 177 up 38 cents. Matterport up 16 cents to 680. ME 340 up 12 cents. Spire 180 up 11. ATIP up 3.5. SmartRent up 22. And Sixtera down a nickel. Robinhood is positive. Vanik is up 680. Home Depot up 650. IBM is positive 18 cents. Microsoft up $5. Apple up 184. Goldman up 520 to 330. This is good stuff. Cisco up 48 cents. Facebook up 250. Amazon up 83 bucks. Tesla up 22. Google up 36. We are climbing on the FANG stocks big time. Bed Bath Beyond up 78 cents. Royal Caribbean up 337. Target up 580. JP Morgan up 250. Costco up 930. Walmart up 78. Nvidia up 980. American Airlines up a 130 a share. Netflix up 1250. Moderna down 569. So we got a good moving market here. 342 gain on the Dow, pushing the high of the day around here. And Rocket Lab up 9 and SoFi up 17 cents. 83.02 on your GameStop. The high of the day, 83.93. It's coming on up 491 on GameStop. It is improving and is climbing on 1.36 million. Bargain hunters are coming in here picking off GameStop shares. This is what we want to see. 85 to 90 is possible. We'll see. And that puts you guys into writing options on GameStop, the 85.90 to 95 range between this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after, or the Friday after that. Premiums are possibly coming your way, juicy ones, if the stock continues this run, and the market. We'll see what this does. Yeah, interesting stuff. Everywhere, it's interesting stuff. Everywhere. My gosh, we've got a crazy day today. 810 on SoFi now, up 17. It's kind of been a while. Hasn't it been a while? Yeah, it's been a while. I hate being down all the time. 15.2 million on SoFi, up 17 cents. Let's go SoFi. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Keep going. 336 gain on the Dow Jones Industrial, 52 on S&P, 209 on Nasdaq. Nasdaq's up 1.65%, S&P up 1.26%, the Dow up 1%. All right, very good gains. The Dow is still 150 points behind Nasdaq. Should be up 500 now. So 332 is good. 500 is a potential, and Nasdaq seems to want to go higher. So. Welcome to the party, pal. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Let's go. Lots to follow this morning. Just so much going on here. Man, oh man. Used to be a lot easier, but it's not that easy anymore. 272 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. Tomorrow, we have a big milestone tomorrow. We're going to hit, for the first year anniversary of our membership level. By the way, Nazareth and Munamo, thank you for the neat emojis. That moved the markets higher. Couldn't stop that. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is the 16th of March, and that is the first day that I asked you if you would be willing to become members of this channel, and a whole bunch of you did. And that has kept us on the air ever since. It's the loyalty of this core group of people in this channel that keep this thing rolling and allows me to keep reporting to you what's happening in Play in English. Thank you all so much for this. I really, Jen and I are just so, it warms our hearts to see the support every month where you are continuing to be members of this channel, whether you're a chilling with Uncle Bruce a member at $9.99 a month, or whether you're becoming a Gold Bagel member at $24.99 a month. We thank you all for your involvement. Very much appreciated. The Dow now is up 348. Looks like we've got another little pop going on here. Looking great. We're just 7 points away from the high of the day here on the Dow Jones. Right up there. 350 looks like the high of the day, and it's at 346 right now. 818 on your SoFi. Make that 819 on your SoFi. Up 26 cents on SoFi. I would love to see this pop a couple of bucks, because a whole bunch of you are going to be so justifiably rewarded for your endless loyalty to this stock. You just buying it up, the lower it goes, you're just stealing it. And I thank you, and I congratulate you already. I think you're going to do really nice. And way to go. Beach Boy made a move on his options. Let's see what's going on here. Uncle Bruce, I wrote 42 GameStop, April 1 strike 90 for 605 bid. I'm in place to buy back at 355. Hope you approve. Right on, buddy. You're in there. You're out of the money. I like it. Short-term time frame. I like it. Let's see what happens. 83.37 on GameStop, up 526. It's got a good day going. These contracts, you couldn't have gotten 605 yesterday for them. So I'm happy to see this. Let's keep an eye on these markets. And Katie, big surprise this morning. I was just exercised on the 1250 put on a 1250 $10 credit spread on Matterport. Do I exercise my $10 put that I have left, or sell it? Okay, so it's exercised on the on the on the 1250 put on the credit spread on Matterport. Do I exercise my $10 put that I have left, or do I sell it? Well, the stock is going higher, right? Matterport, we are now at 682, up 18 cents. So you could ride it, and if the stock wants to go higher, that put will become cheaper to buy, increasing the profit on your trade, I suspect. And so you can play that game, or you can at any time exercise it, or you could reposition yourself with a new put contract. That's what you want to do. It's a question of just what you're playing here, how you're going to play it. But the stock's up 17 cents. I'm happy to report 680, 681 on 1.5 million, and we have an oversold market that is reacting nicely here. Hopefully, this will keep happening day after day after day. And if Matterport wants to get us to 750, 850, are you going to be happy or more? Uncle Bruce, way to go on this one. Rob just bought some SoFi at 810 before this little bump. Woohoo! 822 right now on SoFi, up 29 cents. Climbing, beautiful, beautiful. 862 on Rocket Lab, up 9. And GameStop 83.46, up 535. So 85s and 90s are quickly coming into play for GameStop contracts. Watch this market going higher. 1394 up 38 now on AMC. The GameStop volume now is 1.44 million. The AMC volume at 1394 a share, 16 million. And Haycroft at 179 after bottoming out at 168, 182 million volume. Wow, just amazing. Now, Matterport at up 16 to 680. ME up 12.5. Spire up 12.5. ATIP up 5.5. Smart Rent up 20. So we got some greens showing up here. We're happy to see that. The Dow up 341 points. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. Okay. Lots happening here. SoFi 826. The high of the day is 826. This is the high of the day, up 33 cents on SoFi. So oversold, unbelievably oversold. 16.7 million. No resistance here. This probably has moved up 15 cents on maybe 1.5 million shares, like nothing, like a nothing burger. So it can go much higher yet without any resistance, really. Good to see. 779 was a low shortly after the opening. 826 right now is where we're at on SoFi. Up 14 on Rocket Lab. We're popping again on Rocket Lab. 868. We're coming up to the high of the day. 873. We just had it a few moments ago. 1.9 million. Rocket Lab is looking better all of a sudden as well. 827 now on SoFi. 827, 828. Very good. 84.18 on GameStop. 84.18 up 607. Very good. A very good move coming here. No problem at all. 13.89 up 33 on AMC. Highcraft 186 now up 47 cents. 187 trying to go higher. Matterport still at 680 up 16. Can it break 7 is the question. ME up 12.5 to 340. Spire at 180 up 11.5. ATIP 166 up 6 now. This, I think, is a high of the day. Yep, 156,000 up 6 cents. No resistance on ATIP Spire. This is just under the high of the day of 182. It's 180.5. 348,000 on Spire. Very good. Very, very good. 341 on ME. 342 is a high. We're right there on 990,000 on ME. Getting a little bit of buying interest there. 382 on Matterport. Just popped a couple of pennies. 386, the high of the day on 1.6 million. Right on. The Dow up 323. SoFi 827 up 34 cents. GameStop 84.86. We're pushing 85 now on GameStop. 85.12. Just got it. 85.12 on GameStop, up $7. Very happy to see this. Nice little recovery from yesterday's 70 something trade. 77.58 or something like that. Now we're up 80 to 85 again. And GameStop definitely improving here, 85.46. SoFi 826 up 33. Rocket Lab at 864 up 12. Good news all around. 682 on the Matterport, going higher again. AMC is popping. Well, it's 1420. It's better. It's better. Definitely a little bit better. Okay. Kind of nice to see green for a while, isn't it? It's been a change. I haven't seen this much green across the board. Sextera just went green, up 3 cents. Smart ran up 22. ATIP up 6. Robinhood up 40. Vanik Vectors up 723. Home Depot up 660. IBM up 38. Microsoft up 460. Apple up 170 a share to 152.34. Writing 155s as this gets closer to 155s is my target. Goldman 573 gain to 330. It'll be nice to see another $10 bill of movement here. Cisco up 44. Facebook up 220. Amazon up 93.80. Very good move on Amazon. Tesla up $24 to $790 again, and Google up $37.80 to $25.72. Bed Bath Beyond up $114. BlackBerry up 14 cents. Royal Caribbean up $3. We got Target up $5.70. JP Morgan up 3. Costco up $8. NVIDIA up $11.50. We got some serious gains going on here. Really good gains on these markets. American Airlines up $1.50. Nice to see. And we're oversold, man. We are so oversold on these markets. Crude 94.20. We broke 95. Now we're going down to 94 and below. Still coming in for sale. Down 8.78 a share, a barrel. Pardon me, 8.78 a barrel on oil. 94.24 I'm showing right now. Quite something. 86.49 on GameStop. 86.49. That puts 85s and 90s into play for this week or next week, and or the week after that. So look at your 88s, 90s, 92s, maybe 95s for 3 weeks out. Keep an eye. Earnings coming up day after tomorrow. Nice to see GameStop recovering. AMC 14.20 up 64 cents. The high on AMC was 14.59 this morning, 17.2 million. So there's a base forming on AMC. It's climbing 189 to 190 on the Hycroft after touching 168 this morning. It's definitely putting on a bit of a surge right now. 192 million traded. Phenomenal. Minimum triple the company turnover. 60 million out going into today. 190 million traded. The 90 million being issued, that's a different matter altogether. Amazing run there. Lots of money coming into that stock, and it's affecting AMC. GameStop 87.20 up 909. Good stuff. Look to right 90s for next week, Friday of the week after. Look for fat premiums on those 90s if you can get your hands on them. Absolutely. Let's see. Matterport 683 up 19 now. Just hanging right in there. The high today on Matterport 686. So we're just at 682.83 right now. And on ME, we're up 12.5. Spire up 11. ATIP up 6. Smart Run up 22. Sextera up 4 cents. 342 gain on the Dow, with a 10-cent run on Rocket Lab and a 26-cent gain on your SoFi. It's had a very good day so far for SoFi. Right on. I'm enjoying the good mood today. JJ, ATIP, a friend sent me on March 12th. Crazy. I imagine medical office buildings and clinics struggled during COVID because of elective procedures were canceled. Now they're all busy. Oh, yeah. ATIP is going to be rocking here. Absolutely rocking. With the case counts dropping, ATIP will be so busy with every one of their centers. They're going to have to up their guidance. I'm certain of it. The shares are 164. Yeah, hello. This won't last very long. The all-time low, 159, and that was this morning. We touched 159 on ATIP, and they're up to here in customers. This stock has no relation to how the company is doing. There is no connection. It is super cheap. What can I say? I can only report the facts. That's all I can do. We're up 4.6 cents on this ATIP at 164.6. Ridiculously cheap. Ridiculously cheap. This company is a takeover target. if any activist investor wants to get involved. And that's what I wonder. Would that happen? I really don't know. I think their investor relations department needs an upgrade big time. And I don't know what to say, man. It's just crazy. 822 on SoFi, up 30 cents. 18.19 million traded on SoFi. 822. 86.14 up $8 on GameStop right now. That's nice to see a nice recovery. No shorting allowed on GameStop at market. You can't hit the market bid on GameStop right now because of the SST from yesterday. So that's another reason why the shares are doing well. There's no resistance coming in on it of any significance. AMC 1422 and 188 on Highcroft Mining. Look at the Matterport, 688 up 24 now. This is the high of the day again. 688 on 1.75 million. Matterport just popped 3-4 cents here. Looking great on the Matterport. Go Matterport, go. Break 7. Let's get going. Rocket Lab 866 up 12. Waiting on SoFi. We're at 825 up 32 now. 824, 825. GameStop 86.25 up $8. So we got some upside moves here on some of our stocks. New highs of the day being set on GameStop the last little while. 87.38 has been the high. Another move up. We're at 86.07 right now. All righty, and the Dow holding a 324 gain, looking all right. 689 on Matterport, another new high on the day. Matterport pushing now for 690 a share. Next stop, $7 Matterport. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 825 on SoFi. Get going. Get going. Okay. Oil, 94.24, by the way, down 877. So that's helping. Definitely helping. No doubt about it. Matterport, 685. Let's roll. Oh, boy. The NASDAQ is up 1.9%, almost double the Dow. So the Dow has to rise 650 points in total, another 324 points to equal today's NASDAQ performance. That's how good the market is on NASDAQ. I think the Dow can go higher. This NASDAQ is really having a good day here. We're up 1.2 on S&P, 52 point gain, and we're up 311 on the Dow, and the Dow is lagging. It's not even the leader. So there's upward potential here. 85.93 on GameStop, topping out 87.38 so far today. Day ain't over. We're not over yet. Highcroft Mining back to 189 a share, trying to get to 190. Matterport 684 right now. And SoFi is 818, Rocket Lab 862. They're all higher at the moment. 283 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. And let's see, keeping up on everything else. What's going on here? So much happening. Oh, man, oh, man. Headline just coming across Wall Street Journal says that Russian drone crosses into Poland, is shot down in Ukraine, Kiev says. Interesting. headlines coming out of Wall Street Journal about China. The Xi Jinping, head guy in China. The rollback of Xi Jinping's economic campaign exposes cracks in his power. In addition to pressure from the West on Beijing over Xi's Russian support, he is struggling with a severe slowdown in the economy. The new disquiet raises questions about his unassailed dominance. Chinese stocks sink further as challenges mount. We had a 5% pullback in Shanghai and Hong Kong today, each market. Not good. A lot of Chinese factories are getting shut down by COVID outbreaks. Not good. Half of the Americans in a poll doubt that Biden will even run in 2024. Okay. Producer price indexes increased and leveled off in February. The producer price index, which generally reflects supply conditions in the economy, rose a seasonally adjusted 0.8% in February from the prior month, slowing from January's revised 1.2% increase. That's a good sign. A very good sign. Saudi Arabia considers accepting yuan instead of dollars for Chinese oil sales. Saudi Arabia is in active talks with Beijing to price its oil sales to China in yuan. People familiar with the matter said a move that would dent the US dollar's dominance of the global petroleum market and mark another shift by the world's top crude exporter towards Asia. Again, if Americans were to use 1 gallon less a day of gasoline, oil prices would collapse and Saudi Arabia would be in technical default. They need cash. China couldn't save them. Got to know who your friends are. That's the dealio. You got to know who your friends are. Anyway, there you go. Let's see what we got going now. The Dow is up 294. Rocket Lab is still up 6 cents to 858. SoFi 820 up 26. GameStop 85.43 up 730. AMC 1411 up 55. Haycroft 191 and a half, 192 just jumped again. Matterport 679 up 15 cents. ME up 11 and a half to 339 and a half. Spire up 11 and a half to 180 and a half. ATIP up 4 to 164. Smart Rent up 21 to 622. Cyxtera up a nickel at 11.35 a share, up 5 cents a share. Vanek up 695, Home Depot up 618, IBM up 30, Microsoft up 480, Apple up 190, Goldman up 538, Cisco up 51, Facebook up 253, Amazon up 93.80, Tesla up 26.60, Google up 36.12. Green across the board. The Nasdaq up 1.82%. 229-point gain. The Dow 0.9% higher, half, up 297. It should be up 600 points to match the NASDAQ market. That is how far behind the Dow is so far today. Okay. As world events unfold and we hear nonstop, day in and day out, about how fragile the U.S. economy is, seems, relatively speaking, the U.S. is very stable. It is. It is very stable. Low interest rates in an inflation environment that's calming down, strong dollar, very low unemployment, jobs begging everywhere, cash everywhere looking to go to work, and world economies, world markets trying to invest into the U.S. for safety. I think America is the place to be, no doubt, from where I sit here. Looking good. We're up 291 on the Dow right at the moment. Rocket Lab right now, unchanged, 853. We're up 21 on SoFi right now at 814. GameStop 84.32 up 621. AMC 13.99 up 43. Hycroft Mining $1.86 up 47 cents. Matterport 677 up 13. ME up a dime. Spire up 11 and a half. ATIP up 20. Smart Rent up 19 and Cyxtera up 5 cents. And we now see officially Rocket Lab down 2 cents a share to 851. The Dow holding a 262 gain. SoFi at 814 up 21, and GameStop 83.89. So a bit of a sell wave coming through. We'll see how much it's got, how much oomph there's behind that, if any. Go from there. Every so often we're getting pullbacks and then another run in the market. This is another example of it. We'll see how this plays itself out going forward with the Dow Jones. Okay. Whoo. Lots and lots going on. Let's take a peek over here. Looking at headlines from around the world. 3 European leaders head to Kyiv amid attacks. Leaders say they want to show unequivocal support. The leaders of the Czech Republic, Poland, and Slovenia crossed into Ukraine. A series of pre-dawn blasts in Kyiv killed at least 4 people, the mayor said. Okay. Okay. China's COVID lockdowns set to further disrupt supply chains, headline in the New York Times. Surge of infections has prompted the authorities to lock down residents, close factories, and stop truck traffic, snarling already frayed global supply chains. Amazing. Okay. And roller skating at 30 Rock, apparently. A wheel-friendly rink is opening in Midtown's famous Sunken Plaza. Rock and roll. I used to go booting all the time. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. Appreciate it so much. Thank you for 290 thumbs ups already today as well. That's beautiful. Thanks, guys. Dow's climbing again, up 306 now. Rocket Lab down 2. SoFi 814 up 22. GameStop 83.62 up 551. AMC at 13.90 up 34. Haycroft Mining 180 right now, 178 to 180. Matterport holding a 9 cent gain. ME up 7.5. Spire up 11. ATIP up 1.5. Smart Rent up 19. Sixter up 3. Little pullback here and there. Oil back to 95.50, down 751. A little recovery on oil, ever so little. Word now is that Russia is selling oil at $30 below world price on the black market. 10-year Treasury is at 2.115, and that's off from 2.15, so it's off a little bit. Germany is at 0.34. It's off a little bit on the day as well. The Italy rate 1.9%, Spain 1.3, UK 1.5. At the moment, that's where those futures, that's where those bonds are sitting, those treasuries. Okay. Michael is saying that 23andMe to present at the American Association for Cancer Research 22nd annual, the 2022, the annual meeting coming up. Just breaking the silence. There you go, JJ. Break the silence, not the wind. Don't break the wind. Nice omega symbol. There you go. Way to go. 301 is the gain on the Dow, and we're down a penny on Rocket Lab at 852. This stock doesn't want to give up anything. It just doesn't want to give up anything right now. SoFi 818. Nice to see it holding that $8 level quite easily right now. 820 up 26 cents on SoFi. Volume now 20,400,000. Very good. And GameStop 83.80 up 569. AMC 1396 up 40. Looking all right. Back to 680 on Matterport. 16-cent gain here. Popped up just a bit here. 1.9 million now on Matterport. 337.5 on ME, up 9.5 cents. Volume today, 1.2 million on 23andMe. Volume on Spire at 180.5, 390,000. The high today, 182. Not giving up ground here. 182 is only 1.5 cents off the high of the day. And Smart Rent up 23 here. New Daily Blend, new member. Welcome to the gang. Gold Bagel member level. Congratulations on becoming a member at the top end of this channel. Gold Bagel member Daily Blend. Thank you for your loyalty and support. Welcome to the group and the gang. As we like to say, welcome to the party, pal. Lovely. Love it. Very interesting. $84 on GameStop, just broke through 84 again. 603 gain now. AMC back to $14. Climbing. I love simple talk since I'm new to investing. Right on, Daily Blend. Well, you've come to the right channel where we try to keep it simple as best as we can. And I'll tell you, we are covering a lot of stuff at the same time here. Welcome, Daily Blend. You'll be welcomed by a whole bunch of folks today. Daily Blend. Welcome to the group. Make sure to join me before 8:30 Eastern time every day during market days, where I do the trader alert for Gold Bagel members every morning. You'll catch on that too. And of course, tomorrow 8 o'clock Eastern, prime time with Uncle Bruce. That'll be on tomorrow night. Look forward to Gold Bagel members joining me for that one. That's exclusive for Gold Bagel members. Fantastic. We're just a bunch of simpletons, says Nazareth. That's for sure. We're simpletons. Coyote, you'll learn a lot here. You will learn a lot here. Michael is welcoming you as well, Daily Blend. Nice to have you, man. Nice to have you in here. 302 gain on the Dow. What is it going to do? It's holding most of its gains. That's good. That is a sign that it doesn't want to give it up. The NASDAQ is up 1.9%. It's not backing off. That's a good sign. S&P up 1.26%, up 52 points. So that's a good sign. Technically looking very good here. Right on. Thanks. I'm glad to be here, says Daily Blend. Rock and roll. Jamie White, thanks. Splair, sometimes you will really need a Daily Blend to understand the crazy part here. You need to put your own Daily Blend together at home, special concoction to be able to understand what's going on and handle the stress of what is happening out there. True. That I think that there's some validity to that. Yes, indeed. I'm sure there is. Oh man. Trying to keep on top of all the news that's going on out there. There's so much going on. Rock and roll. Boy, oh boy. Mm, 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 mm. All kinds of comments here about what's coming out of Ukraine. Of course, just unbelievably sad and pathetic. There is a apparently a new spider in town. An invasive palm-sized spiders are spreading up the east coast this spring. It says the good news is that the Joro spider from Asia is timid and flees from confrontation. They also eat pests such as stink bugs, lantern flies, and lady beetles. The bad news? Imagine walking face first into that web with a palm-sized spider in front of you. Yikes! Oh man! Oh boy! That's a thought. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness gracious. Mm, mm, mm. Nearly 90,000 Brits sign up to house Ukrainian refugees. 90,000 Britons have volunteered to house Ukrainians. Wow. Amazing headlines coming out of there. Just amazing headlines, everybody. Uh, Anthony, number 299. Someone hit the like button to turn it to 300 daily. I'm using Ameritrade for my trading. Is that a halfway decent platform? Some folks will answer this question right here. Michael, hope they don't make it to New York. Those spiders, in some respects, they are really pretty spider. The color is pretty impressive, says Clay. Daily, just what we need. More bugs in Florida. Ugh. Spare. Yeah, to Ukraine. For me, the pictures are hard too, especially because everything looks similar, like in my family's hometown in Poland. That's probably a reason too why they help so much there. Clay, oh, these Euro spiders are basically from the same environment on the East Coast. New York is definitely getting them. The Euro spiders one that kind of can fly on the wind with a web parachute. Oh my God. Daily, but I cannot speak for your platform. I haven't used it, but Fidelity's pretty good. Older UI though, older user interface. Uh, we're holding a 278 gain right now on the Dow. We're down 6 cents, 6 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 22 on SoFi. We're up 605 on GameStop to 84.16 here. AMC at 13.88, just under $14, up 32. 174 on Hycroft Mining, up 35 cents a share. Matterport up a dime, 674. ME is up 7 to 335. Spire at 179.5, up 10.5 cents. ATIP up 4 cents to 164. SmartRent up 22 cents to 624. And Sixtera up 8 cents to 11.38 right now. And there you go. I know a lot of people do use Ameritrade because they like the Ameritrade Sink or Swim platform. They like that as well. Loboblast, Splair. You can only see it visibly when Uncle Bruce pulls it up on the screen. Oh, okay. And Doug, I started on Fidelity, switched to TD. I like it better. There you go. There's a thought. Comments there on folks who are using these platforms and they know from firsthand experience what it's really like. Okay. Um, Unretirement now has a new face and it's called Tom Brady. There you go. Interesting. 84.17, 84.30 on GameStop. A little bit better now, holding right in there. 85 and $90 contracts are now being written for this Friday, next Friday, or the Friday after, if you're looking to take advantage of premiums on GameStop, short-term and medium-term trades. There you go. There you go. The other, but I haven't used Fidelity yet, but I like the Sink or Swim. I've been using it to watch GEO to see if I would jump in or wait. Interesting. And SoFi 814 up 21 and 84.58 on GameStop up a little more now, 647. 170 again on that Highcroft Mining at the moment. Swinson says, I use TD for my personal account and Vanguard for my Roth. I prefer TD's platform. There you go. There you go. More comments about the different platforms that you can use for trading. Oil under 95 again, 94.63. We've dropped again. 94.58 down, 8.43 on oil. So oil is under pressure and it is not stopping. 84.76 on GameStop. We're going for 85 again. 13.94. We're just approaching 14 again on AMC. Getting a little better again. Okay. Okay. 311 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to get this market moving a little bit here. Let's put up some of these neat emojis. Get this market running a little bit higher. Come on, man. Let's get over 300 points on the down. Go up 400 points. Let's get this SoFi over 850 to $9 a share. Come on. It's time to get this thing going. It's time. We need the markets to go higher. Splair, there you are. Splair's popping in there. Some neat emojis as well. Get these neat emojis up there and get that market moving. 294-point gain on the Dow. Let's go, Dow. Let's go. Rocket Lab down 4 cents. Turn that around. Come on, man. Let's get on it with it. We need some neat emojis to move these markets. There we go. There we go. Hit those emojis. Splair's doing it. Let's go, people. There's some more from me. Aurora's putting in the emojis. Look at that. You can't stop Aurora. Once that happens, watch out. 84.74 on GameStop. Come on, man. Let's go higher. Neat. Can't stop the markets. When the neat emojis kick in, it's unstoppable force. An unstoppable force. Force of greatness. Charlie, the dollar signs and happy faces. Look at that. Thank you, Charlie, for your contribution to the cause. Here we are. Gayoti putting in the neat emojis. You can't stop this market. You can't. You can't stop this market. It's going to happen. Up we go. 312 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, so much. Neat. That's right. We are the Knights of Knee, and we say knee. Oh, boy. Sean and Wendy God is amazing. Here come the knee emojis. Absolutely. Mirko, here they come. They're coming up everywhere. Neat. Nate, Callgrove, that was easy. There you go. Here come the emojis. And the markets will go higher. There is no stopping these markets. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody, for participating. As bored as you folks are, thank you. Oh, man. Let's neat SoFi to 9, neat AMC to 15, neat GameStop to 90, neat. There you go. Love it. Oh, man. Beachboy, I heard there's a new daily blend. Is it? And none of you simpletons warned him. Daily, be very afraid. You're about to have your financial future rebuilt. Run for the hills, man. Neat. We're giving him fair warning. I suspect, though, he's been lurking. He's probably been lurking in the weeds and now has jumped in, which is great. Love it. 290 on the Dow on the upside here. 293 on the upside on the Dow. Let's go, Dow. Come on, join the party, pal. The S&P still up 238. Let's get on with it here. Go. Daily Bill. Well, Gaetti, I can honestly say I'm way too green to understand what you just said. Laugh out loud. I understand Bruce's Holy Grail reference quicker though. Laughing out loud. Daily Blend. You can use emojis now too. You should have those available on your system. You should be able to pop these knee emojis up yourself. Help out with the neat emojis to make these markets go higher. 304-point gain on the Dow. We're moving higher again on the Dow Jones. Let's go. Oh man, oh man, oh man. 84.26 on GameStop. Let's run this market. The only way my financial future can go up is so I'm ready for the ride. Dollar signs, there you go. Right on there, Daily Blend. Welcome to the gang. You get to use emojis all you want. There's just all kinds of them you can pop up here. All kinds of emojis. Oh man, oh man. There we go. Tons of emojis. There we go. And up and up and up. Let's move this thing higher. Let's go. Okay. At least you didn't have to hear. At least you haven't heard Yoko so far. You haven't heard Yoko Ono here. So far, so good. You haven't had to tolerate that. Gotta say, Jen and I were at the storage unit the other day. We were just taking a little peek at how it looks, making sure everything's all right. I did notice a box that seemed to be burned from the outside, just like in that movie, with Harrison Ford there. When they put the they put that thing in there. Wonder what's in there. I wonder what did I put in that box? It was hard to get to. I couldn't reach it though. Yeah, there's something brewing in there. I don't know what's going on. And yet it's odd that the Yoko Ono album. Wonder where I put that. I wonder where did I put that thing. Any channel that references movies and music from the 80s and can help build my financial future is gold in my book. Thumbs up. So right on, Daily Blend, right on. Jason is putting the emojis up. Neat. Fantastic, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah. That's right. Thumbs from Splair and neat emojis from Splair TV. Malo, markets have been red since Uncle Bruce stopped playing Yoko Ono. Bring Yoko back, Bruce. You guys haven't thrown enough money at me yet to get me to bring her back. I need a serious contribution of dough for me to think about doing that. I got to get in there and dive into those boxes. Then I got to find my record player. Oh gosh, that's impossible. It's impossible, I tell you. It's impossible. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh no. No. Man, oh man, oh man. Yes, indeed. Thank you all so much for being with us today. We're coming to the end of this first show here. I'm going to be on again this afternoon at 3:00. We'll be here for the final hour of trading, and we'll finish off this market together today to see where we end up with it, and we'll find out just what kind of staying power this market has. Does it go for a higher run yet again? It could. Certainly has the right ingredients in place for another shot. The oil market 94.23 down 878. I'll tell you, this is a market under serious pressure here. Bobby, I will point out that the markets seem to be turning around now that Uncle Bruce is back in Canada. Jason, nobody puts Yoko in storage. We're all paying for it. Daily, what's a record player? Charlie, thankfully, Bruce wasn't tall enough to reach the box with that watched Yoko album, that wretched Yoko album. He wasn't tall enough to get to it. I couldn't quite make it, so I need a ladder to get it down. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That storage unit is just jam packed full of stuff. Unbelievable. Anyway, Apple can slow down a bit. Wrote 155s for this Friday at yesterday's high. Beautiful job. Apple right here is now at 153.06. perfectly perfectly positioned to write more 155s for this Friday or next Friday. Daily, hey Bruce, I'll try to catch you this afternoon. Could you take a look at GEO? Let me know what you think. It might be worth investing a few bucks in. Thank you. And John is saying thank you, Beach Boy. What a box at the store? Did the Chinese old guy tell you not to get Yoko wet? Thank you, Uncle B, for the show, and a good break to you all, Bagel Gang. See you in 3 hours and 30 minutes, just in case someone doesn't know when the next show starts. USA changed time zone earlier. GEO. Let me take a look at this GEO quick. What is this here? GEO. There we go. It is known as the GEO Group. Trading last at $5.28 a share. The low $4.96. The high $11. 122 million outstanding. 116 free floating. Market cap 643. It's a real estate investment trust which specializes in the ownership, lease, and management of correctional, detention, and re-entry facilities. Operates through the following segments: U.S. Secure, electronic monitoring and supervision, re-entry, and international services. The U.S. Secure Services segment encompasses the United States-based public-private partnership corrections and detention business. So there it is. They're in the housing of humans business. They seem to have they make money. They trade at 9.19 PE multiple. They do not pay. They do pay a dividend of 25 cents. It looks like. But yeah, I'm not a. I'm not a fan of private businesses that are in this business, but that's just a personal thing. But look. The problem with businesses like this is that, in a way, the more people that get incarcerated, the better this company does, because business is done on a per-person basis. And so you get these organizations that become so big and powerful, they begin to make donations to political campaigns to run on the hardline law and order kind of line, which I find just absolutely ridiculous. I think that each person's case is a unique one-off case only, and I believe in the long term that what you try to do is you try to find a solution to the person's issues, and hopefully they won't get into trouble again. But then again, I'm a dreamer. What can I say? But these private entities are now so powerful, and they have so many union members that these unions are powerful, and they can sometimes buy politicians and they can sway legislation, and that bugs me. It makes this a human warehousing becomes a lucrative business, which just drives me nuts. But again, you have to decide for yourself. I don't know. You got a Democrat in the White House who is pro-union, so that's good for these guys. You got a Democrat in the White House who has run on not defunding the police like other groups just wanted to fund the police. That's good for these guys. But you also have a lot of people in the administration now who are much more pro. What's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to find a solution to crime rather than just lock them up and throw away the key kind of people. So that's bad for these guys. And so there's that. I really don't know what to make of it. The stock price target was cut on February 22nd by Wedbush to 8 from 950. Stock is below that already. And the company is going to de-REIT, apparently. It's going to stop paying a dividend now, so that'll retain cash. This is a company in a major change, definitely a major change here. going forward. I don't know if it's good for the stock. I don't know if it'll be good for the stock. Um, could this company become an acquirer of other businesses, perhaps? That might be coming up. Maybe that's the reason they're de-REITing. They're trying to turn themselves into a for-profit corporation, and they'll retain earnings and build. On the other hand, it could be that a group of investors have gained control of this company, and they're going to de-REIT it. And what they're going to do instead is they're going to turn this into a cash cow for themselves by giving themselves massive stock options at discounts, and then use company money to do stock buybacks, run the market up a few bucks, and cash in themselves. That might be it. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea who it is, what it is, where it is. So I'm really guessing, my friend, what's going on there. And he's giving me some really good information here. Hang on. Yeah, they're a private prison company. Prison industry is booming, unfortunately. Michael, for-profit prisons, the U.S. is sad sometimes. Daily GO Group Inc. Daily Blend. I've worked for 3 different private prisons, and they were the best. Criminals will always be criminals, but the rehabilitation in private prisons have always been better. Yep, they are big donors, says Mike. Daily, Democrats hate private prisons. Michael, decent humans too. Daily, is it over or undervalued? There you go. Um, well, I gotta say that because they're going private, they're not going private. They're not going to be a REIT anymore. They're not going to distribute most of their money to the shareholders anymore. They're now going to redirect money into the treasury of the company. And the question now is, are they looking to expand their business by growing out? Are they going to use their potential of issuing stock from the treasury, like any other public could, where they could raise money from bond issuances and raising cash from stock sales to acquire other operators and become a larger player in the field? Is that the big picture here? Or is it that the majority ownership, the group that owns the majority of the stock, wants to now run the company more like a cash generator for the shareholders that control the company, as opposed to just any shareholder of the company? So I reserve judgment. I stay back at the moment and wait for this to settle in for the next 6 months to see what these shares really are about and what direction this company really wants to go. Because it's a major change when you walk away from being a REIT. It's a major change. And now the question is this going to be positive or negative for shareholders? AB, issue with private prisons is they often get involved with the judicial process and incentivize criminalizing everything. More people in prison, more profit. And there is this conception, this perception of a conflict of interest. And certain states are not for private prisons, others are. And I don't know how this is all going to work out. I have I'm not a crazy fan of it. Malo, they might shoot up once a certain ex-president becomes a permanent resident in one of their properties. Can only dream. 99 Nation. Privatization of prisons is a sick way of profiteering. It's a failure of society. They're allowed to harm prisoners, ergo the pandemic. Daily, is this the type of company that people invest in, like what happened to the GameStop company, in hopes it goes up? Well, Daily, the only way that GO can make more money realistically is to have more people in the prisons, or have more prisons with people in them. That's the only way they can make more. They can't easily charge more money per person. They can't like double their rates to a state because they're tied to contracts that are negotiated over a certain period of time. It can get to the point where a state has an election and a new governor comes into town, and the new governor decides that he doesn't like these guys for whatever reason, and decides to, not negotiate a new contract when the old one comes up, and all of a sudden GO's got problems. The other thought is that certain states might go back to running their own systems again rather than be on the private side. I don't know. I am not certain that GO will be a big growth company in the market. It won't be that kind of company. It'll be a company that can grow bit by bit by bit by bit, but they'll win some states, they'll lose some states, they'll have better years, they'll have lousier years. The question, of course, will be for companies like this: Will there ever come a time where they get lawsuited by a group of prisoners or families on behalf of prisoners, former prisoners, for either abusive behavior, poor medical, whatever breach of confidence or of whatever? I don't know. It's not that easy. A should be outlawed, says 99 Nation. Daily, lots to think about. I'll watch a little longer before jumping into that bandwagon. I agree. I don't think the stock is going anywhere in a hurry. Let's put it that way. It's not going to double overnight. It's not going to triple. This isn't that kind of a company. Um, but to me, it looks to me like they want to become a regular public company so they can be buyers rather than be sellers. But if another company came to them and wanted to take them over, that could be good for shareholders. It would be at a premium. But something tells me that if they were a takeover target, they'd have been taken out already under a REIT. So, yeah, something tells me they might want to buy others, which will dilute them a bit. There's all kinds of scandals where judges basically prosecuted teenagers for slandering teachers online and truancy because private prison corporations persuaded judges to be tough on crime. Laugh out loud. Daily blend. Maybe I'll get 100 shares just to hold for a while. Again, it's totally up to you. Again, you're not going to make any money on the stock like big time. If it goes to 5.50 or $6 a share, you make a little on it, but you're not going to get rich on it. But if you like the business and you like what they're about, more power to you. But it's it's a stock that doesn't trade a lot. It trades 2.5 million shares a day. It's all right. It's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It's a legitimate outfit. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of what is their potential. I mean, look at the sales revenue from 2017. In 2017, they brought in $2.26 billion. Last year, they brought in $2.26 billion. They brought in no new money. They have higher expenses like anyone else does with inflation, labor costs, and that type of thing. So they make less money. I mean, it's just that simple. You make less money. And operating income, $288 million. Yeah, it's money. Net income pre-tax 192. Income taxes 122 million. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know. Net income $70 million. 5 years ago it was $146 million. They make less money now net than they used to. They used to make $1.22 a share in profit. Now they're making 59 cents. So yeah, still 120 million shares out, just like 5 years ago. No difference there. So I don't know about the upside of this stock. To be honest, it could be just 5% up or down, maybe. Just that's my guess. So there you go. It won't hurt you. You won't lose all your money if you buy into it, but you won't get rich either. So there you go. Okay. Putting my personal aside, I'm just looking for that financial boost. Yeah, you want to buy what's really low and cheap and try to make a gain on it. And I would tell you that the company that is growing leaps and bounds is SoFi. The problem is this the low of the stock, 807, or do we go lower first? That's everyone's question. But at 807 a share and as low as it was today of 779, we may have seen it, we may not. I don't know. Daily Blend, they stopped being a REIT to have and have paid back their debt. Yeah, they're churning their corporation around to a different kind of company. That's a long-term game too, though, because it's going to take them years to pay down that debt, obviously. Okay, there you go. All right, folks, I'm done here. I've been on the air 7 minutes longer than normal. So thank you for joining me on this show. It's great to see you. I'll be on this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour of trading. Look at that Dow right now, up 377 points. I think right now we're at the high of the day, up 384. Yeah, we're at the high of the day right now, which is nice to see. Would be lovely to have a 700 point gain today. We're still showing down dips. Unfortunately, look at Rocket Lab down 34 cents. What's up with that? Makes no sense to be down with this kind of a run. SoFi at 806 up 13. GameStop at 80.70 up 259. AMC at 13.64 up 8. 160 on Hycroft. Matterport up 6 cents. ME up 5.5. Spire up 13 at 182. ATIP up 4 cents. SmartRent up 16 and Cyxtera up 2. So what we got right now, we got the Dow pushing highs of the day, but we've got mediocre performance on our stocks. we'll see how they perform as the day goes on. And we'll continue on. Coyote's got a bunch of recommendations for you, Daily Blend. What we're following here, Gary. There's so much, of course. My faves, Alex, Uncle Bruce. You should have a poll later if oil is going to dip below 90 today. How about that, Daily? Thanks, Bruce. Bye, everybody. See you soon. You got it, man. Thanks for being here as always. All of you, thank you for being here. Have yourselves a good couple-hour break here. I'll catch you in the last hour. We'll see what this market's going to do for us here as we grind out today's trading. We got an up day going. Let's hope it just keeps going higher and higher. The NASDAQ is up 300 points. It's looking really good. It's still doing double the Dow. The Dow should be up 760 to equal the NASDAQ right now. That's how well NASDAQ is doing. So let's see if it keeps going, and we'll check it out later today. Okay, guys? Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you this afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.